let me get the post started. Give me just a second.
Hey, we live, baby.
Is William not part of this one?
Hey, what's good?
He's gonna be late, he says. So.
Oh, okay.
He'll be on in a little bit, like an hour or
Fuck y'all
so.
whole ass niggas, bro.
Oh, jeez, an hour?
Yeah. You know, he said he has to hang with his buddies, you know?
Damn.
Hey, somebody shoot me the
I don't
YouTube link real quick so I can put it in the announcement.
Oh, I see. He's gonna hang with his buddies. Apparently, that's
No,
not us.
we're not live yet.
No, I see it. It's on.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. Since we are
Oh shit.
Hey,
What's good? What's good, everybody?
The video's not playing, cuz.
The video's not playing?
Nope.
Can you get the play or?
Let me see.
Sorry about this, guys. This is only our second
Let's see what we
episode.
got.
Technical difficulties.
Did anybody?
Difficulties.
Never mind. I'll just grab the thing from YouTube. Give me a sec.
please continue. Go
There we
home.
go. Hey, video's playing, cuz.
Hey, everybody. How y'all feeling?
What's good, everyone?
What's goody?
We back?
What's up?
We back, boys?
back.
Yeah,
20, cuz. We back, cuz.
We back, bro.
2020, we finally back, bro.
First
It
off,
was all
shout out
flying
to all the
We
viewers.
got a lot of shit to talk about, too.
We sure do. First off, shout out to all the viewers on there. Well, what's up? What's up?
Y'all are not allowed to get fingered out there.
Oh my fucking
Oh my
god,
God,
Jay. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
boy.
Like, I expect this from later, but at the beginning of the podcast, come on.
Hey, you
Hey,
gotta
can,
start, hey, you gotta
Wait, I'm
start
lost.
off strong,
Does that mean
nigga.
something?
You gotta start off strong,
Can
bro.
we mod Julio and TG, please, in the chat?
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta start off strong. Let them niggas know what you're about already.
Hey, man.
Someone already said, please ban Tyner and William. I'm all for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's gotta be something you gotta do.
What the fuck did I do?
I mean, what didn't you do?
You're just you, bro.
You're fucking old as dirt.
Yeah.
All this
Yes,
dirt.
I'm wiser than you, child.
Add moderator. Hey, Julio's a moderator. Let's go.
TG, cuz get him in there. Yeah.
The ball busting bouncers is what I call them.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Ball
That's the
busting
right-hand
bouncer.
man.
Alright,
man,
I posted
man.
it in my server. George, it automatically popped in your server since you're hosting it, right?
No, I don't have.
No,
I don't have
I
the setup
posted
you
it-
do, bro.
Oh, I'm
Are we streaming
you
on
guys
Twitch?
go ahead and start. I'm gonna share it in a few servers. So
Thank you.
All right. First of
Are we
all, just
streaming
huge
on
shout outs
Twitch,
to. No, we're just streaming on YouTube for now.
YouTube.
All right.
You do YouTube, and then we'll do Twitch later, man. We're still starting off, so. But shout outs to the 6 viewers out there, man. Appreciate you for coming by.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
It's been a month, right? Since the last time we did our
been a
first
month
episode.
ever
Yeah.
since we did
The,
the
Game
reaction
Awards.
to that
Game Awards
weak ass
2019.
Game Awards,
Oh,
bro.
the worst Game Awards ever,
Oh,
bro.
oh my god, the
That
trash
was-
It's like
that was
they
awful.
set the bar so low, and it's still just terrible.
Can you mod Derail 2, please, and Fire Blast?
Yeah,
And that's our 4 mods for now.
I could do that.
All right, appreciate that. Yeah, we're back. 2020 is here. We got a lot of news to go over, man.
Yeah.
And,
Hella news.
we were a little
Yeah.
worried starting out episode 2 because it was kind of quiet. But I mean,
Yeah.
this past week, a lot of shit happened, man. These past 2 weeks, technically, I guess a lot of news happened.
And not all of it is good news.
Some bad news.
Hey,
man. Definitely
I
bad
had
news.
some good news, and all I'm gonna say is hoes mad, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean,
definitely
we're
talk
happy
about
about
that.
that news, obviously.
We'll definitely talk about that. We'll
But a lot of
definitely
people
talk
aren't.
about that.
Yeah.
Hey, George,
Later.
George, you don't speak.
But
I got a thing or two to say about that.
we'll talk
Yes,
about
so
that
do I.
later. We'll talk about that later.
Here you
But
go.
also, if you guys notice in the bottom right-hand corner, we have gameplay from what
Right
you call it,
Right there.
submitted by people of the podcast.
Mhm.
Shout outs to you guys. You guys know who you are. If any of you guys want to submit gameplay to us and have it playing in the background in the stream, submit it to us.
Yeah,
We'll
I
have
need to work
this
on
post
that.
game
to someone.
Hey, that's Sephiroth Kingdom
Can
Hearts
someone
2
link
fight, yo.
our
the easy
email?
one.
Yeah, the
okay?
easy one, bro.
Yeah.
The very
The easy one?
The easy
yeah.
one.
And
but link
if,
the email.
if it's recorded with a camcorder or your phone, it's getting thrown out immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has to be at
You
least.
can't-
It has to be at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes and 1080p, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to submit some stuff to us, we'll definitely love to have it and be posted on during the podcast.
Hey, bro, hey.
My highlight
We'll
video
definitely
will
give
be
you guys
on
shout-outs, too.
the next
Can we submit porn,
podcast
bro?
because it's like
Can we what?
Oh my
You
fucking
Jay,
bro.
oh
Jay.
my
Goodness,
can we
dude.
support? Can we fucking send in?
Yo,
porn, cuz? Oh
Jay
my
is so
God.
Well,
drunk.
definitely-
Nate George forgot English, cuz like.
I know. That's so dumb.
But yeah,
Oh my God.
but if
me
you guys are
stupid.
streamers or YouTubers and you guys want to submit gameplay for us to
What's up,
play
Hey, bro,
Beetlejuice?
we gotta,
on the
we
podcast,
What's
gotta
going on,
support
definitely
Danny?
Shinobu,
have
What's
bro.
up,
We
Kuma?
gotta
Appreciate
support
you guys.
Shinobu
Hey,
with
what's up,
six
Daniel?
times, bro.
What's going on, Cook? How you
What's good?
feeling, my people?
Hey,
What's up,
D-Ray?
What's
Daniel?
going on, everybody? Thanks for shout outs to the 13 viewers.
thanks for stopping by.
Hey, hit
Yeah.
that like button down below, please. Thank you.
Hit that like
Hey,
button.
smash that like button, you hoes.
Facts. We got a lot
And
to
if you're
talk
not
about.
subscribed to the
But
channel, what are you doing, man? Subscribe.
facts.
Don't listen to Tyner. Please subscribe, please.
Don't listen to Tyner, but please subscribe anyway.
No, but in reality,
Yeah.
we'll start off with the introductions,
Yeah.
and then we'll start out with the guy with the little anime girl picture on the left
Wait, what?
side.
God, here we go.
Introductions,
I love
man.
how Richard
Introduce
didn't know
yourself.
who that was. It's you, bro.
Introduce yourself and what you been playing lately, man.
What's up? You could just call me Richard. I don't go by anything online.
Mhm.
I could think of a few names.
Okay. Not,
He's a degenerate of the
The
podcast,
the
unfortunately.
degenerate.
Just we're
You
all
know,
degenerates, but he's definitely top degenerate.
okay,
I'll
it
just put
sounds
that
really
way.
negative when you guys say it.
Come on,
When I try to
guys.
explain it to my parents, I don't make it sound so negative.
I mean, you are a loser, but go ahead, introduce yourself and
It's
tell
like
him
that one
what
Twitch
you've been
video
playing.
on YouTube. It's called Clopping, Dad.
Oh, okay, I don't go that far.
What you been playing? What you been playing? What you been playing? Nick?
I've really just been playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Hey,
Pretty
Shout
much
out
it.
to TMS, bro. I can't.
I
wait to
feel
put
like
that
that's
on
going to
myself.
be a common theme here.
Yeah, most likely. All
I
right,
ain't play
we'll
that
go with
shit. What's up,
the guy
bitch?
with the orange Discord icon. That's Tyner.
The default
Oh, shit.
Discord icon?
Bro, leave him alone. You can't
Introduce
see his
yourself,
fucking
Jay.
profile picture, okay?
I'm a dumb boomer who doesn't understand technology. Yes, yeah, get all the jokes out of the way.
Introduce yourself,
I
Boomer.
mean, we'll spread them out
Hey,
throughout the
what's
podcast.
I go by Tyner on this Discord, but I'm also known as Matt NES on YouTube. And I'm a YouTuber who mainly does like retro gaming stuff, retro gaming collecting. Yeah, retro.
Shout out to
Anyway.
Retro.
What you been playing? What you been playing lately?
I've been developing some Super Mario Maker 2 levels. I have some stuff that's almost done that's ready to be uploaded. I'll put that on my Twitter, and also we post that in the Discord as well. I've been playing some Mortal Kombat 11, Smash with friends and people on the Disrespected Club Discord,
You don't play with me.
and
Nobody wants to play with you, cuz you're too good, bro. You're too good, cuz. Okay, go ahead.
and
Biggest
I'm also currently streaming the final campaign in Odin Sphere HD.
Definitely check that out,
on my
guys.
channel?
Definitely check
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Itaki, the guy with the tennis chick as the profile picture. Introduce yourself.
Yeah,
man.
the
tell
U.S.
them what you've
Open
been playing.
champion. That's who that is.
All right, guys.
Yeah, so I've been playing Mercenary Wings: The False Phoenix. I get the physical copy from Limited Run Games a while back. And
Nice.
Trails of Cold Steel 3 on the PS4.
Nice. Are you gonna introduce
which is now
yourself
coming to the
too?
Switch.
Are
Oh
you
yeah, hi.
introduce yourself
I'm Ataki, also known as Razor Ramon, and my real name's Tim.
Also known as Razor Ramon.
That's what I go by in the thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like a
Um,
fucking monster name. It's awesome.
yeah, yeah,
It's Ramon.
Yeah.
yeah. Ayo, Chico.
Yeah.
I actually work a lot more this year than I did last year because
Hey, we're all busy, man. It's all good,
Yeah,
dude.
they just
Definitely
love the
understand.
overtime so much anyway. That's why I haven't beaten any games yet, unfortunately. But
Mm-hmm.
soon enough.
You know, we said we'd be ready 1 month ago, but we literally just started gathering the shit up again like a week ago to get ready for the podcast. So
Facts.
we'll get better in time, though. So just give us some time, all right?
Yeah,
Next
for
one,
sure.
we'll introduce, that sexy guy with the glasses and the long hair, the fighting game extraordinaire himself.
Shout out.
Introduce yourself, man.
Hey, I'm Chris Lewis, aka Clueless. My Twitch is Clueless the Best. Recently, I was blessed enough to have a great following on there, and I hit affiliate. I play a lot of
Nice.
Smash. Play a lot of Rocket League. Once I get back in the lab, I'll be playing Tekken 7. lot of other fighting games. I love the Blaze Blue, except Cross Tag. That shit's trash. Don't bring that shit to me.
Yeah, Clueless, I heard that Lorenzo gave you a little bit of trouble in Tekken 7 last
Oh
week.
yeah, no, he whooped me. He whooped me.
His twin.
Yeah.
His twin.
Yeah, Clueless' twin.
Yeah, I will definitely be returning the favor in Smash, so don't even worry about it.
Oh,
we know,
there you
know
go.
that. We already,
Lorenzo,
we
if
know
you're
that.
watching, cuz
We
that's a challenge.
it's on the way.
Oh, shit.
But
Lorenzo,
I
you hear that shit? You're getting called out, man.
also enjoy
Accept that challenge.
I also enjoy Halo. I also will be playing Three Houses on stream here soon, especially with the DLC coming out.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a good
working
one, that's a good
on like eBay and stuff like that to try to get a capture card for the 3DS because I want to try to do since I haven't beat it, I want to go through Echo. And I want
That's
to
a-
try and play
yeah.
through
That's a
that.
hard one, man. That's a hard
Yeah.
one. That's a hard one.
So I'm definitely excited. Shout out to George for sending that to me. He's a god.
Hey.
I sent it to
He's
you like
amazing,
back
bro.
in July, bro.
2 years
Bro,
ago.
it came out. It literally got to me like a week before Three Houses came out,
Oh
bro. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's
I
true.
forgot about that.
Like,
I forgot about
it
that.
literally got to me right before Three Houses came out. So I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. Like Three Houses has all my games.
That's true.
All right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. You know.
All right. The man with the Squidward profile picture.
What the fuck?
Okay, introduce yourself, bro, and tell them what you've been
yeah.
playing lately.
Brother,
Hey,
try
it's on me.
first.
It's on me. What's up, bitches?
What you been playing? Tell them what you've been playing.
He didn't even introduce himself, technically.
I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding, bro.
Alright,
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
All right, let me put my white voice on. My name is Triforce James. I'm from the hood, nigga. I've been playing Persona 5 again.
Damn, he dropped the
Beating
white
that
voice
shit.
real quick.
Real niggas do real things. You feel me?
Mhm.
Playing Call of Duty. Fuck that game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That fucking game is
Yeah.
straight garbage.
True.
Pokemon. Hey, Pokemon Sword and Shield Game of the Year. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh
Shiny
man, I don't know about
Button.
that.
Oh, no.
I don't know about
Controversy.
that. But
Ooh.
okay.
Controversy.
man,
Put the friend code in
Everyone's
the
gonna be
chat.
unfollowing us now.
Oh, hey, put the friend code in
Okay, you're off the
and
podcast.
everybody ass.
Yeah.
Chinese all day. What's up, bitch?
Mhm.
And that's it, bro. I ain't
I'm
really
catching
doing
up
nothing.
with that, dude.
Hey, Jay, let him know you stream, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
Well,
I
we
be
can do that for the
streaming-
outros. We can do that
Okay,
for
okay,
outros.
okay.
Yeah, outros. We can just share
nobody
channels.
want to know I be streaming trash ass Call of Duty and that's it.
What's going on,
You know
Paul
people
Durant?
want
How
to
you
see your
feeling, bro?
average, super average gameplay.
Average gameplay.
Super average game.
And
Side note, that's his actual stream title. Is Jay's super average
super
gameplay.
average game
Yeah.
Hey,
gameplay.
I changed it for you though, bro. I changed it. Now,
Hey,
it's-
but
now it's just chill stream.
all right. Hey, George, introduce yourself, hermano.
Hey, my name is George. I recently changed my YouTube channel name to Alamio Productions.
Hey.
He owns Tyner's Madden.
I do own Mad NES channel.
Yes, he's my boss.
Yeah. Tyner, I still need those residuals, cuz.
All 0 residuals. You got it, boss. Come right up.
What you been playing lately?
He is Asian. He is Asian.
I've been playing lately Tokyo Mirage Sessions, of course.
TMS, baby.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind coming out this Thursday, and I've been playing trash ass Call of Duty, bro. I don't know why. Fuck that game, bro.
Trash Call of Duty, bro.
All right, I guess it's my turn. So,
Yeah.
what's up, guys? My name's Alton. I'm the host.
Fucking.
I'll be hosting these beautiful people on the podcast. They call me Prez in the Discord, so you guys can call me Alton or Prez. I guess Prez, most likely. What I've been playing, I just beat Pokemon last weekend. Finally,
Game of the year.
The ending was
Hey.
like the ending dragged its fucking ass. That's for sure.
Took you 2 months to beat a children's video game.
Hey, I don't play Pokemon. You know that. I'm not fucking weirdos like y'all playing Pokemon all day.
Hey, bro.
But
chill out,
I beat Pokemon last week. Multiplayer wise, Modern Warfare 2019. Unfortunately, if you're in our Discord server and you hear our voice chats, man, we go off on that game. Are you
Especially
fucking
D-Rail.
serious?
D-Rail gets hella mad, bro.
Well, I mean, D-Rail is trash, bro. I also been playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I put like 8 hours into that game yesterday, man. It's good to play that game
Bro, that
again.
game looks so good, bro.
I can't wait to pick it up myself because I
Definitely
enjoyed
good
it
to play
so
it
much
again.
on the Wii U.
You know, I got halfway through the game. I got Eleanor, and then I stopped because I'm getting bodied by a boss in one of the Idospheres. I'm also been playing Atelier Ryza, excuse me. The Atelier Ryza game.
Hey, thick
game's not
thighs,
bad.
baby.
That game's not bad. I played some of the older
Yo,
ones.
what's up, Lamar?
and-
How you doing, yo?
and they're a little too girly, but this one's not bad actually. This one definitely,
Julio said Pokemon is greater than RE2. Yo,
Hey.
chill.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Hey,
doing that.
he knows what's up.
Hey, don't be saying stuff like
Richard,
that, man.
your name was like Lolly Dungeon Basement at one point. Your opinion is not valid.
Your opinion.
Excuse me. Excuse me. It was actually late night lolly loving. Please get it right.
Oh,
Don't
my
insult me like that.
Guys, all right. There's new people watching. They're probably getting scared. So chill on the degenerate stuff, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm playing Tokyo Mirage
shit, dude.
Sessions, single player
Hell
wise,
no,
and
degenerate
Atelier
stuff. Hell
Ryza,
no, nigga.
and that's about it. So I mean,
All right.
I guess-
Shout outs to the OG of the Disrespected Club, my boy Press, aka Alton, aka had the dumbest Discord name. When we
hey
first
man, don't bring
came.
that up, bro. Don't bring stuff up.
Don't bring it up, cuz.
But
But
yo,
I mean-
shout outs to you for your vision of bringing us all together 2 years later, and now we're starting a podcast, something we probably should have done
A
two
long
fucking
time
years
ago.
ago.
We've been talking about
Yeah,
this for, like, since we
seriously.
first started, dude. Like we always had some crazy
Although
debate topics years ago when we first
But that's
started.
because
on
we talk
Discord.
about anything, and with this podcast, we can't talk how we usually talk. We gotta.
I mean, we can talk how
filter
we usually
ourselves.
talk, but I mean, we talk about everything.
But-
We don't talk about.
What are you talking about? You just censored me.
Yeah. I mean, we
Honest-
always gotta censor you. Bro, you know?
I'm the nigga that should be the most censored, and I'm censoring you, bro.
But honestly, I think it's better that we did it now because most of us have channels. Like
Don't
Clueless-
disrespect my fellow lolly lover. I
Clueless
can't.
has got a channel. Jay's got a channel. Tiner's got a channel now. I think it's
Mhm.
better.
I'll be having one up soon.
Yeah,
So
Fred's
You
gonna have a
better.
channel. So I think it's better we did it now. When everybody's
no, they never.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's actually motivated a lot of people to start streaming, or even in George's case, to start streaming again. Since he was like MIA all of
It's
2019.
about damn time.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, bro,
Even William too.
Georgia.
that was my
who's
last
gonna-
stream ever, bro.
even William too, who was actually MIA for a little bit too. He started streaming. He'll be joining us. He's another member of the podcast. He'll be joining us a little bit later. So, but
I do
yeah.
wanna-
With that being said, let's get into these topics, man.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, let's get
We're
it.
going into the NPDs
MP.
for 2019, month of
All right.
December, and
Mm.
this one's kind of surprising, man. Let me pull up the list. Sorry, guys.
I need to pull up the list myself as well. Yeah.
We're so unprepared, guys. See that? But I mean, I gotta look for the NPDs.
So I'm lazy because someone just made the list.
Yeah, I'll read the list out if I can find it. Right here, NPDs.
Yep.
So the NPDs for the month of December 2019. Can you guys guess what the number one selling game of December was, and the number one selling game of 2019 overall was? Can you guys guess that?
Was it
Ne-
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare topped the charts again for the US at number one in the month of December.
Mhm.
Number two is it's awesome to see, even though I'm not a big fan of Respawn. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was number two.
Yeah.
That's
That's
true.
it's a good game. Like I said, towards the ending, I started getting a little annoyed by it, and definitely had some flaws. But overall, solid, good fucking game.
Mhm.
Number
EA
three,
executive suits didn't ruin the game for once.
exactly. Number three, and number four, sports games, obviously. Madden, NFL 20
Madden,
at number
2K.
3, NBA 2K20 at number 4. Here's a surprise, dude, and I'm actually really excited. This game did really well because it's actually a fantastic game. And then while it's a fantastic game, it was kind of slept on, man, this year. Number 5, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah, you know what? I was
That's
actually
nice.
reading the MPDs for November. Luigi's Mansion 3 actually beat Pokemon in
Yeah,
November.
individually.
Individually. Luigi's Mansion 3 is slept on. If you guys haven't played that
That's
game yet,
fantastic.
definitely play that game, bro.
It
And
was very...
apparently it's almost about to hit the 10 million mark too. From what I hear,
That's
and
crazy.
Benji Sales, shout
I
out to
will-
that guy. He was saying it's close to the 10 million mark.
Y'all hear
I'll
me?
be picking that game up soon.
So it's definitely a great game.
Hey,
Number-
hey, can y'all hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
Turn
you,
on,
bro.
hey,
We
turn
can
on your
hear you.
Persona 5, man. We can hear you in the background.
Come
Dude.
on, come on,
Bro, you
bro.
can't hear nothing in the background, but that ain't me, boy.
There's somebody in the background, bro. But I mean, number 6 was Pokemon Sword. Number 7 was
Understandable.
The
Mario
better
Kart 8.
version.
Mario Kart 8. Boo.
Ooh.
Number 8.
Only
Super
only
Smash
losers
Bros.
play Mario Kart 8.
And Mario Kart 8, the fact that it's still number 8
I know,
overall,
right? That's
it's
crazy.
like almost
Uh,
3
When
years.
did that game come out? 2014?
7.
Well,
Well,
the original
not
one.
Deluxe.
It's the Switch
Deluxe
version.
came
It's
out in
Deluxe.
2017.
17. Yeah.
I kind of lump them together just because it's basically the same game. Come on.
I mean, it's a fun game, but I mean, I'm not very good.
Are you gonna put together RE2 original and RE2 remake?
Hey, cuz don't ever disrespect those games.
I'm not trying to disrespect, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
they're both
like,
garbage.
Dang.
no,
Says
hell
you're
the
both-
fuck no.
What
Look in the mirror.
Oh my god, you're off the podcast, dude.
But
Damn, you know
number
you
7 was
Minor said get off the podcast, bro.
number 7 was Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Number 8 was Smash Ultimate. Number 9 was Pokemon Shield, and then number 10 was Minecraft. So I mean,
Gosh,
That's
yeah,
good, man.
Minecraft just
Bro.
keeps holding on.
Minecraft will always
Minecraft,
sell.
yeah.
It will always sell.
yeah, Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto 5 was number 11. So if you guys want to just throw that out there, but
Tons of kids still play Minecraft. Bro.
Isn't
Yeah,
GTA 5 is still the biggest selling piece of media ever?
it's the most selling game in the past decade. It was
Yeah.
ranked
I
at
think
number 1.
it's media period, because hasn't it sold more than some movies too?
It's made a lot of money.
It's
That's
made
for
a lot
sure.
of money, yep. Especially the online shit, bro.
And in the online, they still update that thing, and that game is
But
old.
it's also on everything. Last
Except
gen,
the
this
Switch.
gen.
Except Trash Switch.
The Switch
Yeah,
can't
it's
even run screenshots of GTA.
Damn, bro, the screenshot.
But yeah, I mean, shout outs to Star Wars at 2 and
Yeah.
definitely Luigi's Mansion 3 at 5, man. That one.
Yeah.
That makes me happy because that's a good game, dude.
It
And
is. It is.
It's a really good
wholesome
game, bro. It's simple. It's fun. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
a great game overall. So I'm definitely happy.
What up, bitches? I'm in this
Oh shit, Jay face cam.
Hey, keep the hack up.
Oh shit, let me see that hat, bro.
Yo, shout out
Oh.
to Jay's hat, bro.
Nigga,
Shout out to
What's
Jay's
up,
hat,
Jay?
Oh my god, dude. But,
What up, Jay?
but yeah, definitely shout outs to Luigi's Mansion 3. But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna go into another topic. The top 10 selling games this decade.
Oh,
And this one,
Alright.
some great variety, guys. For the U.S., North America wise, and I think this goes in order too. The top 10 selling games of the past 10 years based on money, sales wise. Number 1, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Not surprising.
Number 2,
Mhm.
Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Fire.
Mhm.
Fire. Number 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
I would
Super
imagine that Black
Super
Ops 2 would be
fire.
beating the original Black Ops, but understandable.
Yeah, I thought Black Ops 2 would beat it too because I think Black Ops 2 is better.
Bro,
than one,
that
but
shit
both
sound like
the
how
last 2
back
great
in
Call
the
of Duty
day.
games right there, dude. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2.
Modern Warfare 3 is right after
Modern Warfare
that.
3,
Yep.
Black Ops
My
3,
personal
Oh, man.
favorite one.
Ghosts,
Oof.
Redemption, Red Dead Redemption,
Ghosts?
Call of Duty
Ghosts,
World War II.
really?
Wait, was
That's
it?
surprising.
Wait, was it Red Dead 2?
Red Dead Redemption
Yeah, Red
2,
Dead
yeah,
2,
Red Dead
yeah.
Redemption
Yeah,
2.
So,
That's
Call
a
of
shame
Duty-
because the first
that's-
one was better.
so you have 2 games in the top 10 selling of decade that are both from Rockstar. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that speaks pretty big volumes.
yeah. Their
Mhm.
games are good, dude. I love their games. Their GTA 5, fire, dog.
And didn't PC
Fire.
version of Red Dead 2 just drop like
It
did. In
like,
November.
within the 4
No-
months?
November.
Like November 17th.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's some.
Yeah, and
that's
before
astounding.
that, it was only on 2 consoles: the Xbox One and PS4.
PS4, yeah, it was only a console thing. To round out the top 10 for the decade, Call of Duty World War II, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and then Minecraft. To top out the top 10
like 1, 2,
in the
3,
US.
5.
I'm actually surprised.
It sounds like how I was back in the day before I started playing RPGs.
Yeah, it's just Call of Duty. And everyone is a victim of this because I was too, even when I was younger. You know what I mean?
So,
Call of Duty was just that game, dude.
Call of Duty
was
is
just
the Call of Duty's a
back in
game
those
just
days.
like you buy Madden every year, just like
Every
you buy
year.
2K
Yeah, yeah.
every year.
Yeah.
Like,
Play with
Even
your
if
friends.
it's trash. Bro,
it's
I'm a
become
victim.
it's almost
I'm a
become
victim of
culture
that
at this
too.
point. Like,
Mhm.
I'm a victim of that too. Like, bro,
I-
like the last 4 Call of Duties, bro, or 5 were trash. But guess what? I still fucking bought them for some reason. I still bought them. Madden 2 is another game, bro. I stopped playing Madden consecutively or like religiously since 16, and I still fucking end up buying Madden every fucking year, dude. I don't know if it's just like
because all your homies had it at the time.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
I think it's just
That's
like
the
an
thing at
instinct,
this point.
as
like-
since we're all adults and as kids, that's all the games we used to play most of the time, But like as we got older, honestly I was playing RPGs when I was younger too, though, but not as much as like the bro games, like the bro
Shit,
games.
I wasn't, bro. The only different shit I played was Legend of Zelda, bro. Everything else, bro, 2K, Madden, fucking.
It's understandable
Call of
to be a
Duty.
bro gamer. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Like,
pretty
the
much.
only Final Fantasy games I played is Crystal Chronicles and 15, bro. That's it.
oh, Crystal Chronicles is trash.
And this last year, bro,
And 15. Oh.
and this last 2 years of me being in this Discord, bro, I played more RPGs like in 2 years than I have my entire life.
I'm glad you expanded your repertoire because you enjoy
That's good.
playing them.
That's a good thing, Jay.
Most people never get into the concept of playing RPGs is too nerdy. Unless
Yeah.
Skyrim
Well,
has always been the one to get that exception, but
Yeah, like
traditional
RPGs
RPGs are not are like
RPGs
looked
while
down
they're
upon.
still niche. You know what? JRPG broke that mold, and everyone started playing, and now everyone just plays JRPGs, or everyone's not okay with playing JRPGs. Persona 5. Persona 5 is the JRPG.
Persona 5 completely changed everybody's. Bro.
I think Persona 5 was the one game, dude, that everyone just like. I knew people who didn't even like anime, don't even like nothing, had nothing to do with anime or anything. Picked up Persona 5 because it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive. Played it and absolutely loved it.
Can we give a shout out to Shin Megami Tensei for starting that fucking series?
Even though the spin-off is better.
We're still waiting for the 5th one, right?
They're
never
really
happen,
just trying to hurt my feelings now,
Nah.
right?
But yeah, Persona 5.
It's coming. I wouldn't.
Persona
doubt it.
5 is that one game that kind of broke that mold, broke that ceiling, dude. To get JRPGs on the map again, just like with Final Fantasy 7 back in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy
was that
7
one
definitely
JRPG,
revolutionized things.
Yeah, definitely revolutionized RPGs. And while there's been many great RPGs throughout those years, we never had one just like 7. But Persona 5 comes along and is that one RPG that, oh shit, dude, this game is fucking fire, dog. I don't even like RPGs. I don't even like JRPGs, and I like this game.
I do have to give Persona 5 a lot of credit
because of praise.
I feel like Persona 5 kind of paved the way for Three Houses to have its greatness that it has, and
It definitely has. It definitely has.
its attention that it has.
Discord, bro, I've never played a Persona game before this Discord, a Fire Emblem game before this Discord. You feel me?
Mhm.
And now
Yeah.
Persona 5 is one of my favorite games. All Fire Emblem,
Great
Three
fucking
Houses
game, dude.
is a really good game of the year too.
Yeah.
I got 2 in the
Fire
years, bro.
Emblem 3 Houses
Agreed.
broke that mold for strategy RPGs.
Agreed.
It broke that mold for strategy RPGs to get out there and shoot, this game. I never played a Fire Emblem game, but everyone's playing it, I decided to play it. And
I mean,
because
because when you think of the strategy RPG games, the other niche ones that you can really think about is the Halo Wars, Advance Wars,
yeah,
and
Halo Wars. Ooh.
What about this guy?
Disgaea and
I
XCOM.
didn't like this guy, bro. I played
This guy is not very good. I don't like this guy either, honestly.
You don't
But
like
yeah,
this guy?
I like, but like just with Persona 5, Three Houses is the same thing, where it's like
Yeah.
no one wasn't really into strategy RPGs or just it's like a JRPG too. No one really, not really about those kind of style of games.
Mhm.
You see the high praise and the critically acclaimed reviews from everybody, even people who don't even play those kind of games, review it high. People wanted to give it a shot. People give it a shot and absolutely love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of my favorite streamers, Erica's for the win.
Shout out.
She was thinking about buying that game, but I donated it to her. I donated the money to play it because I really wanted her to play it, and she absolutely loved it. So you know what I mean? And she's not really about that, JRPGs or strategy RPGs, but she loved it.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So if it can bring people like that, you know what I mean? Like you get people hooked like that to the game, that says something, dude. That definitely says something. And shout outs to Nintendo.
Isn't Three
fine.
Houses on the verge or just passing like 4 mil or something like that?
I know it was at almost 3 mil the last time I checked.
Because
But-
I mean that's insane for a strategy RPG or
Yeah.
a RPG period to hit over 1 million is fantastic for RPG, let alone 3 million plus. So
Facts.
thank you, Intelligent Systems, for the
Yeah.
work that you did.
And Koei Tecmo, dude.
And Koei Tecmo, exactly.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
Tech.
And that's where the Three Houses theme came from. You know,
from the Romance of the Three
Warriors,
Kingdoms.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Exactly.
And that's why I love the Dynasty Warriors game. So them,
Except
you take
9 was
influence.
trash.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
do
9 was bad, but I mean, just
Yeah, I've heard not good things about 9.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, I guess we'll move on to the next topic. 2020 is supposed to be a huge year for gaming, and it still is. But we've had a lot of delayed games, be announced this past week. Some big ones too, man. Some heavy hitters, man. Some that made me a little sad. You know what I mean? But
can we agree that this is a blessing and a curse, though? Like,
delayed games are never bad to me.
What you
just means
mean?
that the game will be
Now
bad.
Animal Crossing gonna sell 20 million copies.
Yeah, Animal Crossing can go shove that up your ass, bro. I ain't nobody trying to play that.
I'm not personally a fan of Animal
Same
Crossing,
here.
but I know that game is going to play insane.
That's gonna sell
like,
at
it's
least
going to
10
It'll
sell
sell a
insane.
lot.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to sell a lot for sure.
A lot,
John Legend
yeah.
girl, Chrissy Teigen like that shit.
I think
But
New Leaf did over like 30 million or something like that.
But yeah, this past week, Square Enix
God, did it
Delayed.
really?
delayed 2 of their bigger games that was supposed to come out this year.
But who
One-
really surprised though? Who
One
really
that I'm not really surprised, but at the same time, I for sure thought this one game was finally coming out. Like, I thought it was finally gonna come out. Like, yes, we can finally fucking play it, dude. I'm pumped. I'm excited. But Final Fantasy VII Remake got delayed a month.
Yeah.
April 10th. And
Yeah, but I feel like a month is not. It could have been a lot worse for a delay, man.
It
Come
could
on.
have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
It
And
could have been Cyberpunk.
I'm not mad at it.
7, bro.
Oh,
Didn't
hell.
that get delayed?
Hey, we'll go into that one later, Jay. But Final Fantasy VII, I'm not mad. I'm just more sad because, dude, we've been waiting for that game for 5 years, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It
And
was first announced in 2014, 2015.
15.
Oh Jesus, that's right. Yeah.
We've been waiting for that.
That ain't bad,
We've been
bro.
waiting for that. We've been waiting for that game for fucking 5 years, dude. I for sure was like, I guarantee it's coming out in March. I was like 95% sure that was coming out, and it got delayed.
I'm not surprised because they also delayed Kingdom Hearts 3 a month, and
Was it
people have
2
been
months?
waiting for that game for 13 years.
Right.
You're right.
Exactly.
But at the
Yeah,
same
for
time,
sure.
it's just like, like I
That
said,
game
delays
sucked.
are never bad. Delays are never
George,
bad.
was it worth
because-
it, bro?
Let him.
Was it worth it then?
Let him come. Let Remind come out and then have him answer that again. In next. All right.
Yeah.
Let us experience Remind, and then I'll give you a definite answer.
Mhm.
Yeah, but 7 being delayed is definitely a bummer. I'm like I love the original Final Fantasy VII. Played it as a kid on the PlayStation. I never owned it personally, but I had a friend who had a copy and let me borrow. And I'm just like I said, it's disappointing, but a month is not bad, and also delays aren't bad either because that means the game will come out better, running better, looking better. And stuff
Yeah,
like
unless
that.
you're Mighty Number.
Yes, you might number 9, but I mean
Ugh.
We're also talking
Do
about
not
a
say
game-
that game in my presence ever
We're also
again,
talking
bro.
about a game that was made off of a Kickstarter as opposed to this
Oh my God.
multi-billion-dollar budget game. So
but
it's kind of not in the same atmosphere.
Mhm.
another game that's being delayed from Square Enix is the Avengers, and
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie,
Bro, that shit didn't look good when they showed it, bro. Of course, that's
Yeah,
The game
I'm not
was-
super
the game was-
impressed by that game, honestly.
The game was looking a little spooky, especially when they said
Yeah,
it
the game
was a
looking
games as a
garbage,
service.
bro.
They said it was a games as a service, so that's that was a little disappointing. I thought the combat looked cool though, to me at least. You know what I mean? But the character models for like the Avengers, they look bad, dude.
Yeah, did you
Like,
see?
They look
They
Did you
look
see
like
Bruce?
really bad.
B-list celebrities.
The actors
dude. Like,
are all it's
Overweight
Yeah,
Captain
you know?
America, kid.
dude,
Did you see Bruce Banner's face?
I know, man.
like
It just looked
bad.
bad
I think
overall. So
the
I
first
think,
trailer was like really bad, but the second
So-
one was better.
yeah,
My
that was
biggest
being
thing,
delayed to
Yeah, but
September.
not by much,
September.
though. Hmm.
September 10th.
Yeah,
was it?
but it was an improvement, I guess. Maybe
But like you
It's
said,
even
it's a
more.
game. It's a game as a service.
As a service.
Why
Sorry.
don't you just
Right.
release it and patch it?
you've
Yeah.
seen all the success that Spider-Man on the PS4 had, and the route they decided to go with that,
Yeah.
and go along with the service in the game where Spider-Man's in the same universe. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Why not? I think, bro. You know why, bro? I think they're gonna DLC all these characters.
Oh no,
I wouldn't doubt. That's
most
without a doubt,
definitely.
guarantee they'll
But
do that.
just coming from public eye, that just seems really shitty. To be completely honest, like
Yeah. the games of the service thing is just a whole letdown. I mean, like Jay was saying, they could have released it and just passed it later on the line. But I mean, why do that? But it might be too late. The game might not sell, and by the time the game gets better, it's not going to sell anymore.
True.
You know what I mean? You know, look at Anthem. I heard Anthem actually got a little better over time, but dude, the game's like $2 now. It was just too late.
It's too little, too late.
You know
It's,
what I mean?
it's just like what happened with what is it? No Man's Sky or whatever.
No Man's Sky was another one. No Man's Sky was a perfect example.
Well, actually, No Man's Sky kind of had a little bit of more of a comeback though.
It did. It took like a year plus until that game was supposed to be what it was supposed to be.
That game, yeah, they promised.
That's closer to what it was supposed to be. I don't know if that's exactly what they wanted, but like that was more like
what they promised, what it was going to be.
They promised way too much, and they just couldn't capitalize. But when it finally ended up, you know, fulfilling that promise, was like 2-3 years down the line. Yeah. But I still know tons of people who actually play that game. You know, I know a few friends who still play it. And I heard that's one game that definitely
Sony wanted it out too fast, and that was
Sea of Thieves is another one that I've heard got a lot better over time as well.
That game's trash, dude. But I mean,
but
bro, do you want to know how I figured out the definition of fake, bro?
Like he plays it with friends and stuff like that. I guess it's people.
It was at one point. It was one of the most streamed games on Twitch. So
that was
it must have been doing something right.
He still plays it. I don't know if he actually still stream it, but he does here and there. But
I think it was last year. I was watching the Xbox press conference, bro, and you had an entire crowd of people cheering for Sea of Thieves. I was like, I gotta turn this shit off right now, bro. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. All these people are screaming for Sea of Thieves.
Well, I think
Xbox fans are just thirsty for good exclusives. They don't have any good exclusives. They got rid of all their good shit.
It was developed by Rare. You know what I mean? That's
Rare. They're cheering for Rare's lineage, not specifically for that game.
Yeah, it's a Rare. It's made by Rare. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, you know what else
Rare's
Rare
back, baby. Hold on.
Rare also made Connect Adventures.
They did, and arguably that game was better than Sea of Thieves, bro. So
hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
We can hear you.
But yeah, it's a hit or miss to release a game that's broken and then gets better.
So you
think
that's what they were thinking? Like, oh shit, Sea of Thieves, No Man's Sky.
I don't think so. I think they did the right thing to delay it because like I said, the game looked a little spooky. Like the gameplay wise, I thought looked good to me at least, honestly. But the graphics, like, ooh, bro, like, dude, Captain America looked terrible, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Iron Man, dude. Iron Man looked my goodness.
No, Iron Man looked good when they put the mask on him.
We can come to the compromise that as long as there's not an extended amount or multiple delays, it's fine. Because Final Fantasy 15 had a lot of hype. That game was supposed to come out in 2007 as Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Yeah, Versus.
And it did not come out until 2016?
2015, I think.
2015? So we're talking like, what, 9 years later? Yeah. Under a completely different, like, franchise name? So it's like, as long as it's not something to that level, the delays are fine. Plus, like I said, it's a blessing and a curse because, of course, we're hyped for it. We want to play it as soon as possible, but delays mean that they're trying to work more on the game. Right. And it's also saving our fucking pockets. The beginning of 2020... we were all going to be fucking broke, bro. Yeah. Let's be completely real here.
It definitely was a blessing that some of these games are finally spread out.
Another
game.
I take it like this, bro. Because for one, like sometimes delays are good, sometimes they bad, right?
Yeah.
It could be the oh shit Breath of the Wild thing, or it could be oh shit second half of Final Fantasy 15 thing, bro. But with Square Enix, bro, I'm going with the Final Fantasy 15.
Nah, I think Final Fantasy 7 remake about to be fucking fire.
I think
that delay is very weird because it's only by a month. Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
I think it's more of it like running on base PS4 and probably PS4 Pro.
Probably.
Yeah. It's either that or they were trying to hit certain fiscal calendar dates or something to that nature.
I think they also don't want to have a lot of day one patches too. Yeah. Like they're trying to avoid that as well.
I don't think that bothers companies though. Like,
does it? I don't.
Companies don't really worry about day one, like having too many day one patches. Like they do that anyway.
That's more of a fan look down kind of thing, just because they're so hyped to play the game.
What's the date they related to? March
April 10th. March 3rd. It was supposed to originally come out March 3rd.
Oh, April
I believe
10th?
April
Okay,
10th.
Yeah,
hold
they
on.
Yeah.
delayed it to April. Yeah.
It's not. It's
And
not. It's not
what
too
was
bad.
what was the issue with FF15? Was it just the ending,
Bro,
and like the
no,
end
I-
part?
The last
Just
half
the
of the
whole
game.
second half
The
of the
second
game was
half of the game was
absolutely
really rushed.
terrible, dude.
Garbage.
You can tell it
It
was
was.
rushed.
Dude,
So,
that game
that, I just looked it
started
up.
off so
Square
good, dude.
Enix's fiscal year starts April 1st.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's hitting their fiscal
Yeah,
calendar there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So and
But,
they're
like-
also giving themselves some more time away from what comes out in March, Animal Crossing, right?
You know, yeah.
So-
But I mean, not March is
They
March is
want-
kind of
still
dead
pretty
now.
stacked,
March went
though.
from like
They want
March
Final
went, like,
Fantasy VII remake to push this entire year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
damn.
think I think
Yeah.
you know
They will,
another reason.
you know?
I think another reason why they probably did delay it to April 10th is because they see how packed March was. So there was like, you know,
Yeah.
what, our game
Yeah.
could sell a
Well-
lot. I think it would sell a lot,
But
but at
now
the same
it's not.
time,
The
maybe
only game that's coming out now is fucking Animal Crossing.
and
No,
Doom
there's other
Eternal.
games.
Yeah, but is there anything else coming out besides Animal Crossing that month?
Doom Eternal and Persona 5 Royal.
I mean, let's,
Yes.
let's be real. If I'm a developer of a game, or if I'm like in sales and marketing and stuff like that for a game, and I know the Animal Crossing is, I don't want to go against Animal Crossing, bro. I definitely don't
Yeah.
want to go
No,
against Animal
because
Crossing,
Animal
bro.
Crossing came out like a little bit later in March. Like it's not like it came out. It's like it would come out the same day.
You
Yeah,
still
I mean-
compete with it,
And
right?
wouldn't you think it would be for different audiences? Like, you know,
Actually, I
if
think
it's-
I think Animal Crossing and Final Fantasy fans are probably in the same like genre pool,
They are?
basically.
Mm,
I-
maybe.
I don't think.
I
they
would
are.
think that they
I
would be.
understand what Phil was trying to say. I feel like they would be too, bro.
Why?
The whole, first off, the whole RPG.
So
thing.
let me put it to you this way: like a lot of RPG fans love the game. What was that called? Dark Cloud, which is very similar to
The
what
one on
Animal
the
Crossing
DS,
is.
one on the DS, right?
And
No,
then
it's on
most
PS2.
most
Yeah,
people
but
that I talk about is like when they talk about games that they had on their 3DS, they talk about Smash Bros. They talk about Animal Crossing. So it's like, and then they talk about another RPG on there like Dragon Quest or Bravely Default or something like that. I kind of think they're in like the same attracted pool in regards to like fan, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I could be wrong, but that just what makes sense to me because it seems like a lot of Animal Crossing fans are also fans of RPGs and of Smash.
I don't know.
So
That whole idea of like, you know, Square Enix, like, oh, they want to make, you know, now that it's in April, they'll make more money or whatever. I think
But they had
that they,
Square Enix has 2 RPGs coming out in April now, though.
yeah. So why
Because they
would
also have they have Trials of Mana coming out
Yeah.
then also.
and
That's
those
true.
two, those
That's
two
true,
would be more
actually.
related to each other than Animal Crossing and
that's
Final
true.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
So
I am
would
excited. I am very excited for Trials of Mana. By the
why
way,
would they cannibalize sales of one game? You know, just because they want to make sales of
Yeah,
one game?
one's a platform exclusive.
Oh, because you know Final Fantasy 7 Remake's gonna absolutely
Oh yeah,
sell mana.
yeah.
That's
I think
that's
yeah, because Final Fantasy VII Remake is gonna sell like probably triple of Trials of
Yeah,
Mana.
yeah,
Yeah, FF7 Remake is also now releasing closer to P5R.
yeah.
yeah.
It's a week after, right?
Yeah.
Or like is it a week after? Yeah, the Friday after.
Mm-hmm.
Because P5R comes out on Tuesday, and then I think
It's kind of
next
like
Friday.
a weird situation because, like, at least the way that I put it, when my budget is set up, like maybe one game a month. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to have 2 games that are supposed to be like critically acclaimed and big like that both come out in April does seem kind of weird in the eyes of Square Enix. Now that I know when Trials of Mana is coming out that same time.
And
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII remake coming out around the same time. Which one you think gonna sell the most in the week?
Out of what?
Between P5R and
Final
7
Fantasy
remake.
7 remake.
Final
dude.
Fantasy
Seven
VII Remake will
remake.
sell more.
People have been waiting for this game for bro.
7 Remake has a lot of people like going crazy over nostalgia
Yeah.
and stuff like
And
that. And seeing
don't
what
get me
they're
wrong,
gonna do,
P5R is
like-
going to be amazing, but
We played it already.
Yeah, we played it.
Yeah,
already.
exactly.
You know,
You know what's crazy? Like, you know how we were talking about Persona 5 as this generation's Final Fantasy 7, and it's going up against literally Final Fantasy 7
Yeah.
remake.
and
a
honestly,
week. So
it's
like,
going to sell more than Persona 5, to be honest.
Mhm.
It
It
will.
will.
You know,
yeah.
it is what it is.
I mean,
But, I mean-
what is it? Isn't it also a timed exclusive for Sony? So what, a year
so
later
yeah,
it'll
it's
be
gonna
on
go to other
Xbox?
platforms. You know,
So
the very
so,
next
Yeah.
so definitely it's gonna sell.
and
outside.
Persona and Atlas, I don't know if they like just have a deal with PlayStation or whatever,
I'm
but it
sure
seems
they-
like
yeah, I'm sure they
mainline Persona
I'm sure
games
they
are
do
not,
with-
are not
I'm sure
going
they do with
anywhere but
5.
Sony.
I'm sure they do with 5, but I think that they had that survey that like what would you like to see Persona on other consoles? And I'm like I said, I was telling people in voice chat, I think Tokyo Mirage Session is a test to see if this sells. We may okay, you know what? TMS sold. We'll bring a Persona game. Not 5. We'll bring a Persona game to Switch. I don't know which one. Hey, if it's 4G, I never played Persona 4 Golden. If they brought that to Switch, I'm all for it.
That would be
Why wouldn't they be able to put?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be able to put 5 on? 5 was also on PS3, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just Sony. I guess Atlas has this weird. Like,
I think Atlas does have a deal with Sony in regards to mainline Persona games
I think
are on PlayStation.
Because
I also think though that maybe there is a chance for the older ones.
They had the Persona 2
They might just
games,
put it on like
where
on Nintendo,
those characters, but
yeah.
But yeah.
Any mainline game, it's basically almost like how Kingdom Hearts was back in the day. They're like Sony basically had the rights to 1 and 2, and then Nintendo was able to get the in-between Chain of Memories and everything.
Recode.
Don't bring up that trash again, bro.
It's still not as fast, bro. Come on.
But yeah, I think,
Go
I
ahead.
don't know, man. Like I think there was an article with like Sony executive or whatever saying like, the Persona IP is very important to Sony.
I bet it is now that P5 was successful.
Yeah. They care about it.
I think it was important to it before because even like P4 Golden sold very well on the Vita, didn't it?
And that was on the Vita, bro. And it did.
Yeah.
I think it's like the best-selling game or pretty close to that, something like that.
It probably was, yeah.
I would imagine that it would be because most of the Vita games, in my opinion, were trash.
Yeah. But next game we'll be talking about. This is a big one too, and I'm gonna be real. I wasn't really sold on this game because I didn't see no gameplay, and I think this game honestly would have been better as a third-person game. But Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed as well, and that one I'm not sure what the date was. I know it was September. I don't know if it was the same day as Avengers or it's late September. But that's a big one, man. That's a big one. And you know what? I think they're doing with that game? I think it's going to be cross-gen. I think Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be cross-gen because that game...
Yeah, Twilight Princess.
If you see like some of the images, like how it was running on PC and stuff like that, or what was supposed to like the specs on the PC, bro, that game's going to be a monster, dude. Yeah. And I guarantee you, the X and the PS4 Pro will not run that game good. I think it'll still come out, but I think they're probably delaying that game for next gen too. I definitely think that'll be a cross-gen game.
That does seem like a
cross-gen.
I got a feeling.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
They showed gameplay. They showed that gameplay. That super intense, gameplay they had.
Yeah.
It looked kind of spooky, man. The graphics, dude. It didn't look good like how they showed it in E3.
Like the frame rate.
Just like the graphics as a
whole,
dude.
They delayed it,
Yeah, that's probably why they delayed. I don't think it was ready.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
It looked spooky, especially when they showed Keanu Reeves in the gameplay, and then everyone was like, everyone on Twitter was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Totally different from the E3 trailer, totally different. You know what I'm saying? So people were like, "Oh, this game looking kind of spooky." I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Richard's told me before, CD Projekt Red's games have never been like a thing of good looking games. Like, they've been decent looking games, but they're not having
The Witcher, all three of them don't look that good.
The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3, not counting the Switch version, does look like pretty much big doo-doo.
Yeah, so...
Even on PC.
And
the Switch version looks even worse.
I can't give CD Projekt Red credit, though, because they put loads and loads of content into that game, even after it's...
True.
They're also not even like a big studio.
Yeah, they're small, right?
They're pretty small.
A lot of people consider them to be indie, don't they?
Yeah, people consider them to be.
I think they would be on the cusp of maybe because they're not. I don't know if they're small enough to be indie, but they're not big enough to be like a big ass publisher either. So,
but that's a little disappointing, man. Because like I said, I wasn't a believer in that game. I thought that game was going to be trash. But when they showed like that gameplay, like the more in depth gameplay and like the decisions you make, the creative characters and stuff like that, and like it looks dope, dude. Even for a first person, like I think it would have been better a third person. Honestly, honest to God. They made it a third-person game that would have been sold, but they're following the FPS trend. First-person shooters.
Minus Call of Duty. And we'll see what Halo Infinite decides to do. the FPS is almost kind of getting on the verge of losing to third person in like Battle Royale and stuff like that.
Finally. But I mean,
Like, FPS has ruled the generations for at least a decade and a half.
First person ruled Gen 7.
2 generations,
for sure.
right? 2 or 3
At least 2 or 3 generations. I mean,
didn't Apex Legends just have a first person mode?
They added a third person mode, yeah. I think they did. I've never seen something about that. I'm not exactly sure about it.
I just want to say this, coolest George, bro. I've been trying to grow a beard, bro. You gotta help me out, bro, because that's all I can get.
Bro, you gotta get you some castor. You gotta get some castor oil, bro.
What you mean, bro?
That's all I can get,
Me and Close are just stroking our beards, bro.
I know, bro. What you mean, bro? What you talking about?
What you mean?
Bro? I need to eat more vagina, bro.
Oh yes, that helps a lot.
No, but
bro.
Jay, it was random because like that's the first time you've ever said that to us, cuz like.
But yeah,
I think Jay forgot what we looked at, like, bro.
Cyberpunk is been delayed. It's unfortunate.
To be honest,
if it does come out next gen, I'm gonna pick it up for the next gen console.
To be honest,
I'm a console shill. Honestly, I don't have a PC.
Cyberpunk 2077 getting delayed. I'm not too broken up about it, to be honest. You know, I can wait a little.
The game looks good, but I don't think I'm as hyped as what a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they saw like Keanu Reeves come out and saw that he was in the game, bro, people were busting nuts, and I'm like, okay.
Hey, shout out to Keanu Reeves, my fellow Hawaiian.
Like,
whoa. He's a fellow everything, isn't he? I mean, that guy, isn't he?
Hey, his dad was Hawaiian, so it is what it is.
Shout out to the 808s, bro.
Hey, it is what it is, man. You already know. But I mean,
I'm excited for that game, though. I like that aesthetic.
It definitely looks cool. Like I said, I wasn't a believer at first, but when they showed gameplay and like the decisions you have to make and stuff like that, I thought it was definitely pretty fucking badass. So I'm definitely picking it up. I hope it comes on next gen because I could buy it on Xbox One X, but I just feel like the game's not gonna look good even on the enhanced. Dude. Yeah. So I would definitely rather see it on the next gen.
Like load times on next gen, especially for that type of game, would be like super fucking fast.
Like almost nothing.
Like literally like 10 seconds or something.
Because isn't the newer system supposed to have some sort of like hybrid solid state drive or something like that?
It's something like that.
It's supposed to cut the loading times in like almost to no loading times.
Yeah, almost to nothing. So.
I know having a solid state drive on a computer has been clutch. So imagine having that on a console. Would be
right?
Very nice. Yeah.
But yeah, the last game. I don't think anyone cares about this, but we'll mention it anyway. Iron Man VR got delayed.
To be honest, I forgot that game existed.
I did. Until Prez mentioned it yesterday, I had completely fucking forgotten about that game.
I didn't know the game existed.
I know.
It's a real thing.
It was on the State of Play a couple months ago.
The first State of Play wasn't it like the best game shown at that thing too?
Yeah, was it the State of Play, right?
I don't think that was the first.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying they considered it the best game they showed.
Oh yeah, because the rest of like the stuff they showed.
The rest of everything else.
So we can agree we don't give a fuck about that game. That game's trash.
I don't know why they didn't delay it, but whatever. Anybody who's gonna pick it up, it'll be better. So
I'm not picking that up, but yeah, we'll move. So the next topic. This is a good one because I actually want to hear what you guys think about this one. Mm-hmm. Sony is skipping out on E3 again this year.
Yeah,
I got something to say about that, man.
You know what? Switch bitches over here, cuz fuck all that shit.
I mean,
fuck Sony, nigga.
It works for Nintendo. My biggest thing.
Fuck Sony. They hold system.
More controller in his hand.
What was in your hand? What was in your hand, Jay?
I know. Jay's playing with the PS4
Yeah, fuck Sony, but you're playing a PlayStation 4
this is Switch Pro controller.
I got a special light on it.
So I mentioned this when Sony skipped out last year. Nintendo was highly criticized for when they skipped out on E3 before the Switch was showed.
Well, I mean, last year,
Obviously, it helped.
Yeah, and it's so.
But that's the thing, Chris. They still showed up. They still showed up at the Wild that year.
But they didn't show the system off, though.
They didn't show the system.
They didn't show the system off.
Right.
Sony's not even there at all. They don't have a booth. They have nothing.
But here's the thing about it. Sony could be across the street during E3 and still showing shit off.
like Microsoft was. Because
exactly.
Was it
what I'm
Microsoft
saying,
technically not a part of E3?
They
Just had
weren't
their
in
own
the
event,
actual
right?
E3. They were
Yeah,
like
that was their
across the
own
street
event,
or
right?
something like
But
that.
they did
So
have
it's
like
like,
booths at E3.
and they're still gonna
games and
have
stuff like
some
that.
kind of presentations.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, like right now, Microsoft could let Xbox die and still be a multi-billion-dollar company. Sony has to ride on PlayStation. Sony's computers are not selling. Sony's TVs don't
TVs
sell
aren't
as
selling.
much
Yeah.
as other brand TVs.
Yeah.
So,
And that's
Well,
why
Sony
I
doesn't
feel
even have TVs anymore. Like they sold that brand to
has that
Samsung like years ago.
Did they?
Like
Did
so
they?
but has
that's
that been confirmed that they're has that been confirmed that they're actually doing a presentation during E3 time though?
No, not yet.
There's no confirmation in that, but there
I'm
is
sure
a
they
rumor.
will be.
But
I'm
there
sure
is
they
a
will
rumor
be.
that
They
next
can do a
month
state of play the
they're
same
doing a
way.
huge event for their PS5.
Well, yeah, for next month they're doing that, but
Yeah, so
I don't know, man.
for E3,
It's
for E3. So do you guys think this is a bad move or a good move?
No,
I think it's
I
no.
don't think it's a bad
That's
move.
just a trend, man.
I don't think it's a bad move because I feel like in this day and age, dude, everything's digital.
Yeah.
Why spend millions of
it's
dollars?
like,
to be honest.
E3 back in the day was so
it doesn't
big
have to
because
be
we
one
didn't
time a
always
year,
have
right?
access
You know,
to social media. We didn't have
Exactly.
access to what the developers were
Here's the
saying.
thing, though.
But E3 isn't what it used to be.
Nope.
Nope.
It's not.
they can.
But like that's what I'm
now,
saying. Like, do you think like why would Sony's probably thinking like why would we go to E3
Yeah.
when we can literally just throw a state of play together? Why spend millions of
yeah,
dollars just
whenever
have a
they
booth
want
at
to,
E3
right?
when we
They
can
don't
just
have to
fucking
wait
send up
for
event?
June
Exactly.
or a year, right?
Just like
Like,
Nintendo.
Exactly.
They do
But
it.
at the same
That's what
time,
I'm saying.
but at the same time, another thing that is, I can see why people, why it could be a bad move is because they're launching a console.
They're launching a console, and
and they need
I
to
would
have
say-
booths to have people test out that new console at E3. That's why I think E3 would have been perfect to okay, PS5's here. We have a couple of the launch games, playable at E3. Let us know, get feedback from the fans, from the fucking media. They're not doing that. So
And this is what
they're going to do their
and
own.
this is
and we don't know if they're going to hold an event before E3, like some kind of big event, so people can actually try out the console. You know what I mean?
I'm sure.
That's why
I'm sure they will.
But no, to their credit, they did say that they gonna focus on 200 smaller events around the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
okay.
Yeah, well, they also host they host PSX. They go to Tokyo Game Show. They go to
PSX
big.
has been dead for years, bro. They didn't have it at PSX in forever. That's been gone.
yeah, PSX is
So
dead.
it's- yeah,
But here's
dead.
the thing, though. E3 time, people still kind of expect big announcements to be happening around that time. That's why I feel like this is ultimately kind of a bad.
Well, I mean, they could still have.
Let's
big
be real
announcements,
here.
you know,
E3
around that time.
2019 was only good because of Nintendo. Let's be completely real here.
Nintendo.
The other
Sure.
presentations at E3 2019 were terrible.
Oh, but Bethesda's
trash.
was the worst. Oh my god, I remember that.
Literally, if
Bethesda's
Nintendo
so
did
bad.
not show up at E3 in 2019, there'd have been no reason to watch it. There'd have been no reason.
That's true.
Sony's at that point, it was like Nintendo is focusing so much on their first.
Their games.
I think it's silly to try to combat Nintendo at E3. Nintendo will, for the last at least 2 or 3 years, has had the attention of E3, and they at least the last 2 years people have saying Nintendo is.
And that's ultimately why I feel like it's a bad. But that's ultimately why I feel like that's a bad move for Sony. Like, why let Nintendo completely hold the reins and command E3 like that?
But-
Having like this giant audience.
You can
Here's the
get
fact.
more
Here's
attention
the
with
facts
your own
about that.
events.
Here's the facts about that though. Why does Sony care about Nintendo? They dominate Nintendo. They've been dominating Nintendo since their fucking PS1. They've been outselling. They outsell consoles. They're fucking. Game wise,
They outsell consoles, but
Yeah, when it comes to the Wii U and
would they
stuff
worry
like that,
about
but
Nintendo?
a
They
GameCube.
know they have. Dude, they have like a fucking.
PS2 is one of the
As a
top
Nintendo fan,
selling,
even I'll allow me to say
consoles
this.
ever. By the way, so PlayStation has considerably sold Nintendo for a long time.
Yes.
PS2
They've
sold
been-
much. PS1 sold much more
software.
than in that same
Software.
generation.
I mean, they sold a lot of software too, but at the same time, like I said, why would Sony care about what Nintendo when they know they can?
I'm just worried about. I'm just worried about Sony kind of like resting on their laurels and going back to their whole like PS3 mentality. Like, they'll buy it. They'll buy all our stuff. We don't. It doesn't matter what we do.
I don't
that's what happens usually
that's
with them, right?
I don't
Like
think that's the case.
that's the pattern.
I don't think that's the case in this point. I think they want to focus on just instead of being in places where they're combating of other people's attention and people saying it's like, oh, whether you won or lost E3. We'll just focus on our own events because if we're focusing on our own events, we'll have more attention to our own events.
Okay, but what would be the big cost for them to just be like, oh, we're gonna have a digital event. We're not gonna be at E3, but we'll have a press conference announcing like a lot of our big titles during the E3 time.
We're gonna have a state of play.
I think they will. I think they will.
Remember last year, bro? Remember last year when before they announced fucking what was that? They announced Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And I think Nintendo announced something. Smash, or was that 2 years ago?
Like, that was 2 years ago.
I don't
big
know.
announcements, and then Nintendo announced Smash, and nobody was talking about that. Everybody was just talking about Nintendo. I feel like Sony we don't have to be at E3. We can stagger our announcements like Nintendo.
Exactly. Because if you're looking at numbers wise, Sony's gonna get more audience numbers from doing more state of plays as opposed to one big ass E3.
True.
Because they have 100 million followers, bro.
Look at Nintendo. Like Nintendo Directs are like some of the most watched things throughout the year when it comes to gaming. So
and the Sony fanboys, man, they hardcore, bro.
Yeah.
You seen all of them crying about Horizon Zero Dawn potentially?
Oh yeah, that's going to PC.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why, bro.
They are pissed.
Shout outs to JTech TV.
That guy blocked me. I didn't do anything.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, because we were. I think Jack Move made a. Was it him or somebody else? Added him when Death Stranding was coming to PC, announced it, and he made like a tweet of, "Oh, I canceled my pre-order, fuck Sony, this and that," and then I retweeted it and I put like the laughing out, the rolling on floor laughing emoji, and then next thing you know, the tweet was, "Oh, this tweet doesn't appear," and I clicked on it, and said, "Oh, you've been blocked." I was like, "Oh, I don't even know who the fuck it was."
What do you do when your whole belief system collapses, right?
That's the same thing that happened. Xbox fans were mad when Quantum Break was coming to PC.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna be
oh
mad.
my
That's
god!
what I'm saying, like, people are laughing, but like,
but everything goes to fucking
all fan bases are shit.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, for sure.
That.
True.
Yeah, because like Microsoft
don't get involved with one fan base over the other children.
Have a lot of experience.
Have diversity.
Games on PC for a while, right? So
more than one thing.
But so with that being said, is E3 dying? Because everyone's going this digital route, like digital events.
I think E3 is changing. It's not dying.
I think E3 has to change. I don't think it's changing. I think it has to.
I think
it's going to become
have some kind of a change.
It's going to become a fan expo to appeal to fans with big over-the-top announcements.
I mean, it's already become a consumer event.
It's already that though.
But I think I don't think they fully embraced that though. I think
it's basically just a shitty convention.
And I think they are going to in the near future.
You see hundreds of streamers and then like people who make content is like, I'm not going to E3 this year because I can about it.
Do all that shit from my house.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's no incentive nowadays to, especially with all the leaks, with everything that gets spilled out. There's no point into going to these big ass events because most of the time we know what's going to happen at the big ass events before they happen.
Yeah, and even with the big press shows, the consumers can't get into those. That's still media.
Yeah,
they can only
people have said though E3 has been dead since 2017 when they started opening it to the public.
Yeah, I think what they're going to do is they're going to become more digital. They're going to become more digital over time. Like all these demos that would be available at like the game show floor are going to be available like to download on PC or PS4. PS5, Xbox.
I don't think they'll do that.
You don't think so? What? Why not?
Because some of the times when E3 demos come out, it's like extremely, and they're really not great running.
And look what happened with Final Fantasy VII. They data mined like that whole demo.
Yeah,
like, not even the demo, like the demo that wasn't even
out yet, bro. The demo not even out.
The demo wasn't even out.
Like in this day and age of the technology, people can data mine the entire demo and find stuff they're not supposed to.
Yeah,
that's why we don't see as many demos anymore. Like it's almost a surprise days, just because if it's something that has a big and a lot of hype going out of it, it's going to be data mined. I mean, look at what happened in Smash Bros. They data mined the entire track list and put it all on YouTube until Nintendo started calling that shit down.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
look at what happened. Look at what happened to
crazy,
Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
The
Pokemon.
entire Pokedex got.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That of mine.
And that happened
they-
across multiple Pokemon games too, bro.
So
Happens every time.
you're probably gonna see more of a trend where it's like you're just not gonna see these companies unless the game is basically about finished and they've shown everything. There's gonna be no point in showing them a demo because it's putting them at risk.
The only thing I can see them doing is like what Nintendo did with Best Buy. We have to go to a select location to go play it.
Yeah,
You have to go
That
wait
would
like a
make more
5-hour
sense.
line.
That would make more
with
sense.
they did that with Smash Bros. And it seemed to work because
Yeah, there was
not
one year they did it with
everything got
all their
That's
demos.
true.
Yeah, yeah. I think they
It
didn't do
was
that
nowhere.
this
If
year.
you don't do that, bro, do it so everybody can play. Like, don't
But
just
that's the thing. There's no way that you can get everybody to play when you do stuff like that, and unless you pull out a whole ass convention. The LA Convention Center has nothing but like fucking game setups, bro. Like there's gonna be lines,
maybe they
period.
wouldn't. Maybe they wouldn't give out the demos to like a full like the entire populace. Maybe you'd have to like sign up for like an affiliate program or something. Like
So it's
most
just
reviewers would do.
It's
So
just
what's
a beta by that point, then, right? It's a closed beta by that point, and closed beta means you're getting less of an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it would be in the understanding of like you could stream it and like broadcast it if you're like you're a YouTuber. So like if like I don't know, Review Tech USA got a demo for like the new Call of Duty or something like that, and he can like, hey, here's the E3 demo of the new Call of Duty game. I'm gonna stream it and give my impressions. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
like,
but they do that already though, don't they?
Yeah, they already give out like
Yeah,
review
they already
copies.
give- they give out reviews.
yeah, for like games that are already released. But I'm talking about like around
No,
E3
they-
time.
No, they give out
they do
reviewer
that-
copies for games that
yeah.
haven't come out.
Yeah, they
Like,
do that
don't
already.
you? My homeboy on Twitch, Supa, he played Luigi's Mansion 4 days early and already beat the game before it even came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That kind of stuff already happened. So like, but the thing about that is a lot of the time. Oh, what's up, William? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, what's up, William?
Hey, William's finally here. You're on the podcast.
Before we continue, William, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick and what you've been playing.
Oh, I appreciate it. Hi guys, I'm Wing Gamer 55, and I'm part of the Disrespect the Podcast. What's up, everybody?
What you been playing lately?
Scooty.
I've been playing freaking Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Please.
Oh yeah.
With the rest of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in the end, I honestly think this is not going to hurt Sony at all.
No, I don't.
No
I
matter what,
absolutely
Sony's
agree.
still going to sell millions and millions of consoles when that PS5 comes out. This year, I might be buying a PlayStation 5 before I actually buy an Xbox for the new consoles. Because I'm looking at exclusives. And, I mean, Halo Infinite, I mean, if Halo returns to its roots, I'll definitely pick up the Xbox Series X first, but I need to see what Sony has first.
So bringing in the whole
exclusive.
Sony topic, the Sony PS5 thing, actually brings us to our next topic.
Hey, before
Um,
Chris, what was that site you said again, bro? RGNX
RZX, I gotta look, dude.
RZ what?
But while he's looking for that, there's been unique and unannounced features for the PS5 that's been a little teased by Jim Ryan.
NZXT.
So what is it that you guys are hoping for, and what is your actual expectation?
I don't know, man. Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, backwards compatibility.
Yeah,
Like,
Because that's the
I'm
biggest
full
rumor that it's supposed to go all the way back to
compatibility.
PS1,
PS1.
right?
Right.
Yep,
Right.
that
That
is
is
the
that is
PS1.
a big
No,
rumor.
man. Fuck yeah,
Like,
man,
is it backwards
hopefully-
compatible with digital downloads, or are you talking about like?
No, they're talking about
Apparently disc,
discs
too.
are
Physical
supposed to
disc,
be
too.
going
Okay.
all the way
That's actually
back.
not bad. That actually
Well,
might
I
give me
would imagine
excited.
That's just a rumor, though.
That would be-
Well, we have to take that with a grain of salt because they said
Yeah, I
something
know.
similar with the PS4
Right.
when that was initially getting released. So
True. I mean,
we're also looking at a Sony that needs to sell better now because they can't rely on the fact that Xbox's 2013 press conference was absolutely abysmal. They're not about fans. We're about fans.
right.
Because as much as I am a Sony fan, PS4 really took off because Microsoft took a huge shit in 2013.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole.
Yes.
They decided
Yeah, like,
we're
if you-
gonna go the PC route. Everything that you install is only gonna have like one install key to
And-
it. There's gonna be no used games. Like literally every
Oh.
game.
And they focus so much
Absolutely
on
not.
TV during their presentation. Like when they showed
Yeah.
off the Xbox One, talked about
Oh, the
yeah.
fact that it's compatible with your cable box.
Yeah,
The
like,
fact it's
bro,
compatible with the
yeah,
nobody
Kinect.
gave a
like,
shit about that, bro.
Yeah, like the first
When they came out,
my TV. That's what I got a fucking remote for, bro.
when they came out and announced the price $399, that's when it was fucking over. That's when it was over.
Over well before the price thing. But my
Yeah,
biggest
because
thing
of that
now is the PS5.
That was the last nail in the coffin, though.
Yeah, I will agree with that. But
True.
Sony's biggest thing right now is they can't rely on Microsoft is not for the gamer fans right now. Right now, Sony has to appeal to the fact that they've had an entire generation of censoring. They've had an entire generation of not willing to do cross-platform. And they've also had an entire generation of not willing to break their backs when it comes to backwards compatibility.
But they've changed. They've been changing.
Yeah, they have no choice.
It is confirmed.
No choice.
Yeah, it is confirmed at this point that at the very least PS4 is backwards compatible with PS5.
Yeah, I think PS4 most likely.
So, as a consumer, for me, knowing that I can just sell my PS4 and upgrade to its PS5 without having to sell my games, that's extremely appealing right off the bat.
I remember launch PS4 was kind of a struggle because I had a bunch of PS3 games.
That's what I really never understood about Sony and Microsoft, bro. Like, the PS2 sold like how much? Like 100 and something.
150 million lifetime, right?
150 million, yeah, around there.
Yeah.
Like, the PS2 has arguably some of the best games ever made. Some of them. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Why would you
Agreed.
go to
Yeah.
PS3 and just like
Not
do backwards compatibility.
Well, the original PS3 was backwards compatible with PS1 and PS2.
It was still $600 though. It was
and they were very prone to dying very quickly.
Well, the thing about it, that was also on the cusp of new software.
In the end of
well,
did PS3 end up selling good?
I don't think it sold better than the 360, but that kind of depends on what your definition of good is.
Well, the 360 sold well because people had to go buy another one when it red ringed.
That's true.
He's not wrong.
He's
not wrong.
Yeah. That is true, yeah.
I mean, either that or when they ran out of space because that little 20 gigabyte hard drive that they decided to give you. Like,
yeah, that's true.
But Sony's original thing, like the PS3 was as much as what it costed because they were ushering in the blue. What the hell is it called with the blue disc technology? Blu-ray. Yeah.
Blu-ray.
They were ushering in Blu-ray for video games, which Xbox could only do high def. So at that point,
most games on the PS3 still look trashy compared to the 360.
Well, yeah, but it was like new technology at the.
And
Blu-ray
also,
was new technology.
The way that they made the PS3 was so much more different that
that
developers couldn't really take advantage of the PS3's power. That's why sometimes 360 games are better than PS3. Sometimes.
They ran
better.
Yeah, or ran better.
PS3's.
Look at Black Ops 2. That shit didn't run on the PlayStation.
PS3's OS.
Look at Bayonetta 1.
Bayonetta 1 was
very bad.
I don't want to look at
Skyrim.
Skyrim ran like Switch Skyrim on the PS3, dude. Like,
oh my god, bro! On PS3,
bro,
like your save data got corrupted and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Skyrim looks like shit on the PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
I never played Skyrim on the PS4. I watched Skyrim PS3 and it was
Skyrim
horrific.
is like one of the most overrated
scary movie,
gaming
bro.
history.
You're not wrong.
And the one that keeps getting ported every single freaking other
Bro,
three.
fucking Skyrim on Alexa, bro. Like, like what the fuck, bro? Why do people need Skyrim on a fucking Alexa, bro?
Because people keep buying it when they re-release it.
Do you remember that was an announcement during
Yeah,
E3? Like,
yeah,
we're bringing Skyrim.
It really was. Yeah.
It does!
Yeah, people thought it was a joke, but it was real.
Yes.
Tyler, you thought we were joking, bro? They really did.
No, I thought you were joking!
Yeah,
no, it's real.
What the hell?
You could play
All right, tone your voice down. It's not that. It's not that funny. All right, not that funny.
It's pretty hilarious, but all right.
It's not hilarious. You're right.
But back to PS5 specs.
Yeah.
I'm under the impression right now that it's probably not going to be as powerful
That's the rumor.
as X.
Apparently, it's it's 9 teraflops compared to
It's
what
like
was Xbox One
12?
Series X 12.
12.
That's a
But
lot of extra power.
Here's the thing, though. Us as Nintendo fans know that sometimes power is not everything.
Doesn't equate.
It's the
better.
software on the console.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
fucking
Sony's
matters.
gonna have that advantage for now.
Well,
and Sony
So-
always brings out some good
Let's
first
let's
party.
think about it though.
But that
A
only
lot
really
of
applies to
Sony's
their first
franchise-
party titles, though. You know?
Yeah, you gotta think. A lot of Sony's first party tiles are have kind of run their
Titles.
Uncharted has run its course.
A lot of them are also like dead.
The Last of Us, there could be a Last of Us 3, but we'll kind of see after we see what The Last of Us 2 is looking like. God of War, it did sell extremely well.
No, hang on.
Another,
Uncharted hasn't run its course. We haven't gone the racing. We haven't gone Uncharted.
Oh,
Uncharted.
And then we're gonna get the one for The Last of Us called The Fast of Us.
The fat.
That's a GG.
Well, we need to get a
That's not even
soundboard
a
for this so we
GG,
can make fun. I'll definitely look into that. So every time Richard says something stupid, on it, dude.
I mean, look at his picture. It's already stupid.
Look at your face.
Damn.
But yeah,
You've been fixing your hair for the past 5 minutes.
Coming from the
Because I have hair only good freaking ugly ass.
Oh, I got a ton of hair.
I want to see your blush.
I am not a fan of Sony, like basically like throwing away some of their most popular IPs and stuff. Like they sold away Crash, they sold away Spyro, they sold away. They basically stopped making Jack and Daxter games.
Crash and Spyro both came out on the PS4 first, so I don't know if it's, but they definitely got their first hands on. Because I mean, if you're getting your first hands on a highly anticipated game, instead of having to wait a year later,
yeah,
it helps.
It helps. It definitely does.
Yeah, a lot of their series are pretty much it. Like, look at Sly Cooper. We haven't had one of those in a long time.
Yeah,
Ratchet and Clank.
I think
a remake for
Ratchet.
Ratchet and Clank. I'm sure we'll have another game for PS5.
Wasn't there a rumor that was it Ratchet or Clank or Sly Cooper might be on PS5? A launch title?
I'm sure that's a rumor, bro. I'm sure.
I
would love
that one of those games is coming back.
Yeah, but what about the Sly
Jack
Cooper
and Daxter
movie?
game, honestly, but that's just me. Want another collect fun platformer?
Movie? What?
Yeah, did you not see the trailer for it like years ago?
I did not.
Yeah, it was years ago, though, like 2014.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, you remember original Sonic trailer?
Sony.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh my god.
It's like that.
Hey, but I want to put a premises on it. We all cried out to have that fucking Sonic movie change. Y'all better go watch that fucking shit now.
Unfortunately, I have to watch it.
I'm good, bro.
I'm
good.
I feel better for George.
I'm seeing that movie. I'm seeing that movie 3 times.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I'm one of those 3 times.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna be part of that.
I didn't hear anything about it. Was it still terrible even after the decisions they decided to make? Was it still that bad?
No, it looks like a good kids movie. It looks like
better.
It looks like Detective Pikachu level. It'll be like an average movie.
That movie did exceptional for a video game movie, though.
Yeah, and this is Sonic we're talking about.
Yeah, the fans are retarded.
Hey, Sonic can produce good products sometimes.
They're low-key cancer, yo.
Low key? Bro.
It's high key, bro.
Not low key.
Yeah, it's pretty high key, man.
Yeah, did you not see the picture of someone who went to the Sonic standee and stole his feet?
I'm sorry. After seeing
What? Excuse me. What?
Between the last 2 months of seeing what the Smash fandom, the Star Wars fandom has had to say, I would say the Sonic fandom low-key cancer.
A new Sonic game comes out. Just wait until the
Pokemon.
Yeah, wait until another Sonic game comes out, dude.
You'll see it all again.
Yeah.
Oh, Pokemon fandom is in that too, bro.
Yes,
No.
Next year
No,
is
man,
Sonic's
Sonic
30th
fan base is on a whole
anniversary.
other level,
Oh
dude.
god. Why?
It's true.
30th anniversary.
Sonic fan base is way worse than Pokemon
Yeah,
fan base. Get out of here.
The Sonic fan base has been
I
worse
have
for
never
decades.
heard
They're
stories
weird, but they're not
about
fucking
Sonic fans sending death threats to the developer to the point where they won't even do that.
Oh yes, they will. Oh yes, they will do that.
They will.
We
and
absolutely
they
will do
will,
that.
and they've
Listen,
done
they
it. Lewis, they've
happen.
done that, bro. They've done it.
We've not heard about it, bro.
They've done it all, bro.
They've done
A
it all.
fucking Sonic fan pepper spraying it.
Bro.
Bro, They
A
are
Sonic
the
fan pepper
originators,
sprayed
Kev.
a GameStop employee because
Okay, hang
Sonic's
on, no,
arms
hang on,
colors
The
were
OGs,
different.
hang on. That's Chris Chan. We don't talk about Chris Chan.
Oh God.
Well, okay, all right. You know, fuck Sonic, bro. We're gonna.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there was some fans that want to.
Oh god.
Yep. They absolutely want to do that.
So our next topic,
All right,
we're gonna skip
let's
the
move
Jim
on.
Ryan one.
Let's move
But
on.
so the next topic, Xbox Series X
Yeah.
will not have exclusives at launch.
Oof.
Other games will be cross-platform on 2022.
Rip.
Is this a bad move from Microsoft?
I mean, I think
Yes.
I think Sony will do that too, though. Like, I think Sony.
No, but no. Sony's came out and said that they're having exclusives
They're gonna have exclusives only on PS5.
only on
Okay,
PS5.
But when though? Like when it comes out?
But when?
Launch.
Yeah, did they
At
say in the
launch?
first?
Okay.
Yep.
So this is kind of like a catch-22
Pretty bad.
because
That's not bad, though.
you know at this point because we know at the launch of a system there's not gonna play on.
Oh, Itachi.
What about Hellblade 2 though?
But
Is that not an exclusive?
That's not. But that's not. Is that confirmed to be a?
No, it's not
Xbox?
confirmed.
No,
That's
it's
not
not
confirmed to be
It
a
was
launch
just shown, for Xbox, but like it's not confirmed that
They
it's
show
exclusive.
They show Hellblade. Yeah, they show Hellblade 2, but
my
Wait,
biggest thing
no,
is
the first
people
one or second
have
one?
an
Is the
immense
second one
library right now of Xbox One games right now.
Yeah.
We know that it takes at least 6 months to 9 months until we start getting a bigger library of games. Look at when the Switch first dropped, bro. The first 6 months we had ARMS,
Breath of the Wild,
Splatoon 2.
No, we just had Zelda.
Splatoon 2,
trash ass Mario Kart.
and Mario
let's
Kart.
go.
That was within the first 6 months. That was the only 4 that we had.
Mhm.
So the beginning of
that's
the
more
launch,
than Xbox ever would receive in the first 4 months.
but that kind of
I mean,
just
I'm not gonna
corroborates
lie,
my
like,
idea
when
because
Switch
the
came
beginning
out,
of
bro, before Mario Kart, bro, it was nothing else.
It was just Breath of the
It was
Wild.
just Breath of the, it was Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild
it was
and
just Breath of the Wild.
shovelware. It was
Breath of the Wild and 1-2
and
Switch.
phone games on the
2017
eShop.
What
really
about
didn't
I Am
take off.
Setsuna?
That was
I
a good
didn't.
game, but
I
it's
didn't.
not
I
That's
didn't
a multiplayer.
Support, though.
until like a month later, and that was the shit. You see how
What
they
about Bomberman?
Ugh.
Yeah, Bomberman and Ultra Street Fighter 2.
You gotta admit this though.
Bomberman
The Switch,
was some
the Switch's
asshole.
Hey, I'll
launch
be back.
lineup was really weak except Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And
That's
Fast
a
Arm
fact.
X. That was like the only two decent those
That's
are
like
really
the
two
only
big-
game people are playing, like the whole until Mario Kart.
I think
So,
Shovel Knight
Deluxe
was on
but-
my
Pretty
list.
much, yeah. That's the only game
Hey
I
man,
played.
I enjoyed Bomberman.
So the
anything that's
biggest
bad.
thing I'm trying to, you guys are pretty much agreeing with me at this point. The first 6 months of a console is kind of dry when it comes to games.
I would
So-
say that.
They're kind of
Unless you have like the third party support, but the Switch didn't really have that until
But
September.
That's true.
Wait, Clueless, here's the difference though. Like, look at the Wii U launch. Like, it had like 30 games, like this huge swath of like third-party games, but it didn't really have a fucking killer app. Like, the closest thing was like Nintendo Land, New Super Mario Bros. U. Would you
what
call those
was
killer
the
apps?
What was the most notable 30 that you're talking about?
Wait, in terms of third party support or talking about first party game?
It was like all those games that came, like Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, and fucking
Mass Effect 3,
Need for
Tekken
Speed
Tag
Most
2,
Wanted
Tekken
Wii U
Tag
version.
Tournament.
Tekken
Tekken
Tag
Tag 2, like all that
Need
shit.
came out in
on the
2013.
Wii U, bro.
And it sold like garbage. It sold like trash pretty
There
much
was
at the
because
beginning. Like,
party. That's what I'm saying.
and look at the, and then the Wii,
We're talking about
And then we have the-
exclusives. We're
and
talking
then
about
and then
exclusives
the
now.
yeah, the exclusives that were there on the Wii U were not good. They were not considered killer apps. Like New Super Mario Bros. U, is that a killer app? No.
It's a killer app on the Switch.
a
No.
lot of people bought that game for the
No,
Wii U.
no,
But then,
but
then
do
look
they have a
at, and
choice,
then we look at the Switch. But then we look at the Switch that has like barely no games except for the one outlier, which is Breath of the Wild, which is an extremely appealing
Yes,
killer app
but
game.
that
Which
game
was also on the
that
Wii U.
game Also
Yeah, but
no one
revolutionized-
gives a shit about the Wii U.
Yeah, but
No,
nobody really bought it on
You're,
Wii U.
you're
though.
almost
That's
comparing
cross-
No
apples
one
to
bought it on
oranges.
Wii U.
Nobody
because
really bought it on Wii U.
You're
I bought it on the
comparing
Wii U.
Oh, I mean, but
Super
I-
Mario
I mean,
Brothers
You're
U
kind of proving my point.
to
the
Breath
fuck up,
of the
George.
Well, that's true
Wild.
though. I mean, technically,
even
you're
compare
right though
those
because
Together, bro.
technically you're right because
Okay, Rich
a lot of
Clueless?
consoles don't bring exclusives nowadays, like just exclusives to that console because one, I forgot about this. Breath of the Wild was a cross-gen.
True.
You know, PS4
Yeah.
really didn't have any. When at launch, didn't really have any exclusives except Killzone. I think Killzone was one
Killzone
of them, and there was one more
Shadowfall.
game.
Yeah.
That game.
Killzone Shadowfall. There was one more game.
Shadowfall, and then
And it had neck.
Oh, yeah, Knack,
Oh
yeah.
god. Oh god, no.
But I mean,
But this is not corroborating what I
Okay,
said.
no,
The
but yeah, we
first
had those
6
two games.
All right,
months
Cruis.
of a console's release is dry.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't think first party was the issue with the Wii U. The main issue with the Wii U was sort of how to present the machine.
Wait, I have
and
a
the
question
marketing.
for Cruis.
Okay.
I gotta be honest with
a lot
you,
of
man.
games on the Wii U are on the Switch, and that's not affecting the Switch whatsoever. So it really
Yeah,
came down to a bunch of other factors. It comes to the marketing, the hardware itself, the name, and then you start off with a really play-to-save Mario game. It's just like it might not appeal too much when you're selling your system as an
garbage.
upgrade.
So I gotta ask you a question, Cruis, and be honest with me. Which is the bigger, more appealing game to gamers? New Super Mario Bros. U or The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? Be honest.
The Breath of the Wild.
Exactly, man.
That's a topic. I mean,
Exactly. So like,
Yes,
that's the
but what
reason
other-
why the Switch was successful at its beginning, because it had a really appealing killer app game.
and the
with
Mario
Xbox-
Kart with a full-ass battle mode in April.
The first 6 months not being dry. Your argument is not disproving my argument here.
And when we're
One
saying
game
dry, we're
does
not
not say the
saying
first 6 months is not dry.
I don't know why we're talking about Switch and Nintendo when this was supposed to be about
Xbox.
I know. So going back to
That's
Xbox,
how crappy Xbox is. We don't even want to talk about it.
But here's the thing, though.
So going back to Xbox, if they're guaranteed to not
We were
have that
talking
killer
about
app
the
at launch,
Wii U before the Xbox. That's how bad it is.
going back to
This
Xbox.
guy's like, let's bring the Wii U to the conversation.
No. So going back to Xbox, going back to Xbox, if they don't have that killer app at launch, like it's going to be a really big hard selling it.
Cross-gen. So they're getting, what people are talking about is like there's no exclusives, as in no exclusive games to the console itself. Like not like there's gonna be like exclusive games on Xbox, but it's be cross-gen, as in okay, this is coming on Xbox Series X and Xbox One.
And
but it's not coming to PC though. It's coming. And there you go. It's coming to PC. Why buy an Xbox if it's coming to PC?
The thing is, when Xbox One launched, they had Forza, they had Dead Rising 3,
they had
and a couple of other games that were
They had Rise.
Rise Son of Rome.
Exclusively Rise. They had exclusively on Xbox One. So why this time around they're like, oh, we're not going to really focus on Xbox Series X exclusive games. We're going to bring them cross-gen. People are worried about this is because, this might hold back those games. So they're only tending to, the power of the Xbox One X, but they have the Series X, so it's going to hold back those games, from looking like the next-gen, versions of those games are going to hold back.
Well,
they're going to hold back how those games
here's
look,
my
because
thing.
their priority is the last gen.
Well, here's what my thing.
Yeah,
Like
we can
the
hear
first,
you, Jay, we can hear you.
the first few games or whatever for a system isn't gonna max out the power of the system. So this whole thing of like
Power.
What, William?
Wait, we're talking about power. I thought we were talking about this exclusive.
No, but he just means that the quality of the first launch games for a system is not going to maximize everything that the system has to offer.
Yeah, in the beginning.
They
You know what I mean? So
But if Breath of the Wild went on the Switch, bro, tell me
it would still be the same, to be honest, bro.
It would still sell. It would still sell pretty well because the console
it would
sells
look the same, bro.
appealing.
It would look the same, to be honest.
No, but people are getting mad at Sony fanboys are like getting mad at laughing at Xbox. Oh, you guys don't have any exclusives on your next gen console. Ha 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 ha.
So before we get on to the topic, is Halo Infinite coming on Xbox One?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's killing Xbox right now is that they don't have exclusives. They're all coming to PC.
But they want that though.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. Xbox is not the same as Sony right now because they don't care if they have the best selling console. They just want their content everywhere. You know what I mean? Like
they just want to make
why they don't mind putting a lot of their stuff to PC.
So then why? So what's the point of buying an Xbox if you can just buy it on PC?
Power.
I guess
well,
there's
the convenience of the console.
They get
Power.
And also,
the PC is way more. It's going to be way more powerful than the.
And also, not everybody.
That costs you $1,000 right there.
Not everybody is a PC gamer though. You know what I mean?
No one's
and
paying
even if you are a
$1,000 for
PC gamer,
for that
PCs
kind of
are
power.
expensive too.
I have
People
a-
want the convenient way of
Yeah,
buying
they want the
a console
convenience.
for $600
Consoles are convenient
Yeah.
because look, when you
Yeah.
want to
And
run a
they're
console
cheaper.
game,
Way
you
cheaper.
you plug it into you put it into your game, and then you start the game after.
Yeah.
With PC, sometimes you got to restart your PC. You got to delete a certain setting.
Make sure you don't have viruses from your Pornhub account. That kind of shit.
Exactly. So people don't want to have to deal with everything that comes.
Yeah,
having
the drivers
PC.
and all that shit. They don't want to
Yeah,
do
what-
that.
I mean,
They don't wanna do
Basically-
that.
Halo
basically what
Infinite. Go ahead.
I'm saying like basically what Microsoft is doing is they're not making Xbox like a console. They're making Xbox a platform you can play games on.
yeah.
Similar to what
Yeah.
PC is doing. Like
Yeah.
you don't like when new games come out, you don't have to buy a new PC. You can play it on your old one. It might not run well, but you can
Right.
play it on there.
Right.
But basically what Microsoft is doing, like if you want the upgraded console, you can go buy it. Or if you just want to play on your old one, play it on your old one.
Exactly.
And I feel like that option
Looking
of playing
for
it on your old console is going to be more appealing to parents buying games for their kids. They're not going to want to buy a brand new console.
Yeah, and the hardcores are gonna buy the new system because that's what they
The
do.
Series X, yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
do. You know. So
But at the end of the
Microsoft-
day,
I
Microsoft-
Oh,
definitely-
I just
Time
ultimately
is just
see this
like-
as a bad move for them.
Ah,
I don't know.
I
It's not a bad move.
they'll make their money.
I
bro.
think
They'll make their money.
this move is more fan service than anything. To be,
Yeah,
I think it's
way
I'm
more
pro
in the middle.
consumer, bro, for sure. Pro
because this
Yeah,
is definitely pro consumer because people out here have like to 100 Xbox One games. So like, and then you hit the new generation period when like
yeah.
should I keep my old console or not? Because look at all this that I can't play on my new console, or I have to wait for
But the
redefinition.
Xbox Series X is going to be backwards compatible. It's going to be backwards compatible with Xbox One, though.
Yeah, so people might be more inclined
Like
to
right off the bat.
they might be inclined
Yeah,
to
because people will be
get
like,
the
"Oh, have my
Xbox
games
Series
run
X
2% better now."
you know.
And even if
there's always a factor that you gotta consider. Plus, we got Halo Infinite as the Xbox One Series X exclusive right now.
And also, Tyner, you said like,
Is that coming at launch?
no, it's not
Yes.
Series X exclusive. It's just an Xbox.
Yeah, just regular.
Oh, they're
it's
actually coming
coming
out on freaking Xbox One as well.
Yeah, all
was the
Xbox
whole
Series X games are coming out on one.
Yeah.
But going back to
William wasn't here for like half of the conversation though.
Nah,
In his fairness,
nah, I
so-
still blame him though, bro.
I mean, it's me.
Okay, the biggest.
he's also been fixing his hair for the past 10 minutes.
The topic that we were
Tell
on
me, Will.
William, when you entered is the fact that
Yeah.
Xbox Series X and Xbox One, including Xbox One X games, will be cross-plat until 2022.
Yeah.
We're talking about the fact that as if that is a bad move or not.
No,
Personally,
it's
in
not a
my-
bad move because as a company,
Mhm.
let's say your platform doesn't sell well, and you're still making gains for the platform that has at least 40 million or more. That's cushion so that your bottom line won't be hurt too much actually, and your overall sales number for making that game, well, you'll still make some form of money to like repel
I think
from that,
it's-
essentially.
I think on paper it's a good concept and it's pro consumer, but I think it's ultimately
And then
going
you
to
get
blow up
that
in
in
their
FX
face.
too. Then it's pro consumer and it's a safe business move. Like sometimes these
I
business
don't
guys
think it's a
might
safe.
take
I don't
too
think
many
it's. I
risks.
never said it's a safe business move. I think on paper it sounds like a good
and-
idea.
I think it
but
could be
it's-
more. I think it's
Xbox
ultimately it sounds like a bad idea to me.
business move for Microsoft. I said this before earlier. Microsoft
care
will let
if their games
Xbox
sell.
die and still be a billion-dollar company.
Yeah, because they got
They
other
just care
things
if their
that they make
software
money
sell
from.
on their PC
Yeah, and-
you know?
Xbox.
And going back to
Series
what you
X.
said about their games on PC, you
Yeah.
need a Microsoft operating system to run these games.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
And the fact that
I mean,
even if you're playing Xbox,
what PC gamer
games
doesn't
and
use
you're wanting to
Windows?
play
Come on now.
online,
But that's what we're
But-
saying, though. you
but
know?
Yeah,
what
is
is
that
it?
they're
Like-
earning money from.
Yeah, they're
like
earning
for
money.
example, I've been playing
They
the
have like a
Master
virtual
Chief
monopoly
Collection.
on
I've been playing
the OSs, right?
I've been playing Halo Reach with some people in the DC.
Yeah.
Even when you're playing Halo Reach, you still have to have an Xbox
Xbox
Live
Live
if you want to play online.
Yeah.
I kick ass in Halo.
And look at Cuphead on Switch. I think it sold more than the Xbox One version.
Yeah.
Of course, it
Mhm.
They're
did.
not.
Yeah.
I don't think they're not tripping. I think eventually Microsoft is going to be like, we're done selling consoles as long as our software is
Yeah.
all shit. We don't care if we're selling
And
consoles.
plus,
or
they're
not.
going into cloud streaming, bro, with their games.
They're going into cloud streaming. They're going.
Yeah, they're gonna take down Stadia.
Like
I
all
mean,
they
that's
care
not
about
bad, though.
is if they don't care on what platform. If they
Yeah.
say, "All right, Cuphead selling well on the Switch, we made the money. Let's fucking go." That's what
Yeah.
they're looking at it.
Yeah, because I'm
It's-
sure,
And
I'm
that's
sure
true.
Microsoft got a
They only
percentage
care
of
about
that
making money,
that the
which, you
Switch
know,
sold.
is
Yeah.
good.
That's what they're
And
doing.
and look
Yeah.
at
And
games.
plus, if their Series X don't do well and they're still making games for the Xbox One, that's cushion for them, and that's why it's a safe, slightly less risky business move, and also gives the option to be pro-consumer. So so your PR guy can be like, "Yeah, we love consumers making choices."
Exactly.
It's
And I
all a circle.
and I also-
you have to factor in every single piece in that puzzle, and
I-
that's what you're not getting, Tyner. That's what you're not getting.
I also
but-
think
but
they want
just-
they want to keep Game Pass subscribers as well, because if you
That's
abandon if you abandon the
Um,
Xbox, the original one, Xbox One, that's
But they're not really abandoning it. The
No, but
Xbox
what
Series
I-
X is
but
going to
what
be
I'm
backwards
saying
compatible
is-
with Xbox One.
what I'm saying. Hypothetically, if they did abandon it, like as soon as the Xbox Series X came out,
Game Pass the subscribers are gonna.
yeah, because like I'm not gonna get the Xbox Series X then, because it's a lot of money or
But-
whatever. So it's just like they want to
They
keep that
probably don't-
going, you know.
No
They
matter
don't
what,
consoles,
to be
like,
fair, though,
they
Microsoft
also,
will
they
come out
can
and
sell 40
say-
million of them too.
Microsoft
So.
did come out and say that they're going to be a point where they're going to stop bringing their games to other consoles. I read an article somewhere saying that there's going to be a different time when they're not going to.
The sooner the better for them. They need to have a reason to sell that console. You know,
that's what they said, because they're going to focus on Series X. So I think they are serious on the Series X.
But
I think
they
they
will build
definitely
those
are.
Like a
Yeah,
couple
so-
years in the future, I think, right?
conjecture
Yeah.
to the argument
They'll still sell some, right?
is the
Yeah.
fact
Yeah, they
that
will.
wasn't there was a rumor that Game Pass was supposed to be coming to Switch, and people were hype as fuck.
Yeah.
People were hype as fuck for
Oh
Game
my
Pass,
God.
They were.
bro.
Yeah.
So like,
They're like, "Oh
Even-
boy, I can play Halo
can you
1 on
imagine
Switch."
if Microsoft is like, you know what, our console's not selling well, but if we can sell our IPs on the Switch, bro, we're paid. We're paid. We don't even have to.
We're paid.
We don't even look at the hardware part no more. Fuck
I mean,
that.
not
They
even
don't
that,
even
they're also-
really have to release the games, just Game Pass, bro. Just put Game Pass.
Yeah,
on
literally.
this
Just
That's
Game
hilarious.
Yeah.
Game Pass is a better
That's behind the cloud too.
than like everything. Game Pass and xCloud together, and the fact that you can play the games on the PC too.
Yeah.
Microsoft is not worried about selling the console.
The hardware is not their
Yeah.
issue.
Whatever, they'll sell however they're sell, as long as their software and their IPs are selling
Yeah.
on no matter what device.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
it's
what's
a
making
wrap.
them
That's
their
money
money.
for them.
It's
Plus,
a
don't
wrap.
forget, Microsoft as a company, they have Windows, which means
They're a
their
software
PC
company.
is
Yeah,
their
and-
own fucking platform to begin with.
That's
And-
their primary focus.
And look at how many studios they bought. They have
Oh yeah,
plenty
they bought
IPs.
Yeah, but they bought all these studios, but we had Bleeding Edge. That game looks like garbage, dude. Nobody Bleeding Edge.
I don't even
I
know what
assume
Bleeding
the
Edge
And
is.
even something like Hellblade, it's going to be going to
Going up
PC
soon.
immediately. Like,
We want
like
some
what's
fucking
the point of buying these
I think,
companies if they're just going to put them on
nobody asked for
PC?
that fucking edgy Overwatch looking fucking real.
Yeah, but-
They want to have that more like
I remember that
They
game.
want to
Yeah,
have
but
like more
people-
first-party games though.
People
more
are probably
like-
going to try it because it's going to be on Game Pass day one.
And plus,
Yeah.
If you have Game
Xbox
Pass, you
One
can just play it.
users who want more power now can say, okay, so I have an option to play this new game on the Xbox Series X and have it like run like at quad HD or like whatever the hell the resolution's gonna be. Like hell, the people did the same thing with the Switch to the Wii U. People jumped from 720 to 900p essentially with portable. So people do buy
Yeah.
games even if there are
There's-
options
there's-
there.
The thing about it, and I think
People
just
want
to try to
the best
expand
experience, and
upon
they will pay
what
for it.
William is saying, you're always going to have two levels of gamers. You're going to have the gamers that want optimization, want more. They're going to buy PCs and they're going to build their PCs and they're going to, go optimize things. But you're also going to have the everyday man, like a father with 3 kids. I don't care to sit here and go through a bunch of settings or go through a bunch of installs to try to figure out how the hell I'm going to get this game working. I want to pop this game in and I want to play, or I want my kids to play it. There's always going to be
And
like
then the
a
kids
market for
themselves are
people
gonna be like, Dad,
for simpler
Mother,
stuff.
I want that new Xbox. So they're
Because-
probably gonna get it eventually for Christmas and that kind of shit.
Let me put it to you this way, Tyner. Would you rather buy your kid a fucking PC to where they can get into a bunch of shit, delete settings,
Hentai.
get into hentai, get contacted by predators, get contact, go on sites places on the internet that they shouldn't? Or would
Your
you rather
hypothetical is a little vague because Your hypothetical's a little vague because it's like, is that what they want? Do they want a PC over a console, or how old is my kid? You know,
I'll hook you up, Clueless. So even like the intermediate, not super casual gamers, or like the people who buy their shit, may play a couple unique games in their typical Call of Duties. They will still jump for the better hardware because we're in the age of information. You can look up like, do I want to buy this game for a system that I already own and have it run that well, or get ready for it to exclusive? Because people do future proof. Like casuals future proof too. Hell, fucking people buy $800 million off of fucking OLED TVs, and that shit fucking burns in. So people don't give a fuck about that. So
at this point, it's just
what I'm trying to say is the hardcore, the in betweens, and the casuals will always jump to the better device.
There's gonna be some sales for the Xbox One. There were hardcore people for the Wii U too, but like I think ultimately, if they don't have an exclusive killer app game, it's going to hurt them. That's just the stance that I have.
They had the multiplats. People complain what Wii U flopped was the multiplats, and now the Xbox One, well, I mean the Series X version.
But it's a combination of both having multiplats and having good exclusive games at launch.
Exclusives are options.
If you don't have
Xbox games.
But you got to have both at the same time, good exclusives and multiplats.
You do have exclusives.
Like we said, Tyner, like the difference
on other platforms.
The difference is, Nintendo and Xbox, very different. Xbox, like we all said, they don't really care if Xbox Series X isn't the best-selling console, next generation.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's going to come down to. They're going to move over to
new hardware
Game Pass for the most part and concentrate on. Like Xbox Series X is going to be kind of like an afterthought. Like, oh, that's a thing that they can buy if they want to.
I would not jump to that conclusion. Not quite yet.
I hated it too.
Hey, Richard, me and Chelsea were actually talking about. Fucking hated that boss on it.
Okay, Richard, you're a PC guy, aren't you?
I'm a PC guy too now, essentially.
Yeah, Richard, would you say that PC gaming is as complicated as Clueless is making it out to be?
Expensive as fuck.
It's definitely expensive. There's definitely a lot more you got to go through to play on PC than on a console.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily hard in my eyes.
There is no central marketplace to buy something. Like, you can use Steam. Steam is the most used one, but there's different avenues to buy your game from.
Yeah. Green End.
But say like you have your PC. I'm not a PC guy at all, so I don't know this. But once you have your PC all set up, like you have you had it all put together and all that stuff, your Steam account's up and everything like that. But like if you're if you're on a lazy afternoon, can't you just like double click an icon on your desktop and just start playing your games?
It's
not just that easy.
It's not always necessarily like that. Games, into your settings.
Yeah, well, if you already have the game installed and it's all ready to go, yeah, you can do that. But sometimes first games won't be optimized for what your PC has.
Right.
So you have to do a lot of testing into it, a lot of settings, a lot
of trial and error when it comes to
I watch a lot of PC versus console crap online, and some PC guys are just like, oh, it's just as easy as consoles, and I'm not super knowledgeable. Yeah.
Okay, so if the game comes out for PC, your PC might not be strong enough to run it. If it comes out for Xbox or the PS4, you're guaranteed to have it running as soon as you plug it in. That's what I'm saying. There's
after the 500 gigabyte install base.
Another thing with PC is a lot of times the ports are shoddy as hell. Like, they're a lot worse than the console.
Red Dead Redemption 2 port.
Yeah, or like Batman Arkham Knight. That game was because it was so bad. They pulled it and they redid it. Then they put it back and it still sucked.
Yeah, it was really bad. Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys. We're gonna move on to the last topics. We're gonna move on to. I know everyone's waiting for this one.
Oh boy.
We had 2 directs the past couple of weeks.
Hose man.
Focus directs. We had a Pokemon direct 2 weeks ago, and then we had the Smash direct last week. That being said, we'll go over the first direct, which was the Pokemon one. They announced their expansion pass, their DLC. What was it called? The Isle of Tundra and
the Crown Tundra and the
Isle of Armor. Isle
of Armor. Yeah, what do you guys think about those? What do you guys think about that? The Pokemon DLC.
There are so many people bitching about the expansion packs when before you had to buy a whole new game just to get what they're selling for like $30.
Third version.
And remember the picture I sent where like they will go like, "Oh, I love Pokemon Emerald. Oh, I love this," and then all of a sudden, "Oh, I have fucking standards." All of a sudden, it's just like that.
I think it's just because they're just against Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Aren't the 200 new Pokemon also free if you trade too?
You could trade them for free if someone else has the Battle Pass and you trade.
Yeah, so you can like if you don't care about.
Yeah. But the people who don't have it, they also can't transfer the Pokemon from like Pokemon Home if they have in their Pokemon.
Jay, are you fucking sleeping, dude?
Yeah, he's out, bro. He's
the chat's been talking about it.
Oh my god. He's been what the fuck?
He's been out, bro.
He's been out, bro.
That's science now. Like falling asleep in.
Oh my god.
My bad, bro.
Tri-Snore J, baby.
Hey, the first appearance of Tri-Snore J on the podcast.
My bad. I was on the phone, bro.
Shinobu said he's off the squad.
I was talking to Mr. Sandman.
I was talking to this bitch. My bad.
Good.
All right.
So what, man? Pokemon, bro. You've been waiting for this. You Twitch, bitch. Talk about Pokemon. What do you think of the DLC?
My second greatest game of 2019, bro.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Game of 2019, their standards are fucking low.
What you think about the DLC, bro?
That shit fire, bro.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
I agree. I didn't buy Sword and Shield because I'm not really into the Pokemon market anymore. But I have to say that DLC looks expansive and it looks pretty good for what they're giving.
And it's cheaper than the $40 version.
Let me ask you guys this then. Let me ask you guys this.
The sequels.
Was that supposed to be in the actual game? You think they didn't have enough time to put that in the actual game?
No, because of considering when the release dates are for the DLC expansion.
I don't think Nintendo does that. You know, man. Like they don't
It's way
tend to, like,
too out. Like it.
Like
you know,
a lot of companies do that, but like I don't know.
see where Prez is coming from because a lot of people did say that like Sword and Shield seemed kind of hollow.
Yeah.
So
you think they originally were gonna add it into the game, but since they time constraints, they were like, "Fuck, dude, we can't do anything."
Probably time constraints, fiscal requirements, the fact that they own Pokemon in November.
I think it's how most DLC starts, anyways. Like it's like ideas they have that they can't include because of they gotta get stuff out of there.
I mean, because you could say the same thing about.
And then the third version comes along.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 basically it was all supposed to be in
like,
Breath of the Wild 1. They just didn't have enough time.
They didn't have enough time, right? Yeah.
Super Mario.
It's the same thing with Super Mario Galaxy too.
Extra levels from one that they just had left over that they just made another game out of, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
It wasn't DLC because they didn't exist at the time. Well, Nintendo didn't have it, but
yeah.
Wait, you said you thought Sword and Shield was hollow. That's always the very first Pokemon game on like a system. Because look at the DS, Diamond and Pearl, not as good as Black and White. 3DS, X and Y, not as good as
X and Y was so bad, bro.
And apparently people hate them.
Am I the only one who actually liked X and Y in this group?
Yes.
I mean, I like it. It's like but it's no.
I liked Mega Evolution, man.
Yeah, it
was in Sun and Moon.
It's the only game generation that it never got a third enhanced version, right? It's the only one that ever got one.
It was that.
Yeah,
bad.
didn't get one.
We always speculated that there would be a Zelda that never happened.
Yeah.
Like I had forgotten about that until I was reminded by someone lately. They're like, "Hey, yeah, X and Y is the only one that never got a
It technically got remakes in its engine, so it technically got that.
But to kind of expand upon that, do you think that Pokemon might be anti-consumer route? Because remember, every other Pokemon every Pokemon generation we've had like that third game except for like X and Y or whatever, but
it's probably coming.
But when it's like Ultra Sun and Moon was two brand new games, couldn't they have made that just like Ultra Star and make that into one game?
I think what they might
did that
do
with Black and White 2 also.
Yeah, Black and White.
Yeah, they did Black and White.
I think
it was basically the same story, pretty much.
Yeah, same.
I think
but it was like after you had won because it continues like the story of like Team Plasma and all that shit, but.
I think what they ultimately might do is they might release another DLC pack, and then later on down the road they'll have another physical version with all the DLC all in one package.
Oh, that'll make
And call it
that'll
something.
make everyone upset.
Why would it
wouldn't
make
doubt
them
that
upset?
They would do that.
I think people are going to be upset because that's probably on the way. To be
Yeah.
completely honest.
And also,
Why would that? No, why would that make people upset? People,
well, because people will feel compelled to buy that version as well because they're such huge Pokemon fans and they hate themselves that they're buying all this shit even though they hate Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's like it's this whole process. For
It's just like if they released a Smash Brothers Ultimate Edition, people are gonna get upset about that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Though.
I don't think that's what's gonna happen because they never did like a
They never did that with
Smash 4.
No, I'm just saying, like if they do.
Well,
I
they
don't
did that.
think
They
they
didn't
will.
do that for Wii U because it was the fucking Wii U, and no one gives a shit about that system.
Well, Smash
but-
Bros. Wii U still sold.
Are
like,
people mad that
extremely
Street
well.
Fighter did that then? I mean,
Nobody got mad about Mario Kart being ported too with all the DLC.
people got mad. People got hella
Yeah.
mad.
They're
Bro.
the worst.
Yeah,
for,
they
like,
did.
DLC.
Yeah,
Because I can say
They're the worst.
that
Like,
people were super mad about that because it's like, why are we not getting more
Mario Kart
for getting a
9.
new system?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Mario-
that's right. They were
Why
So
was
they
it a
were
Mario Kart
super
9?
mad about that.
And they got really mad
Yeah, but-
because they found out that the Mario Kart developers were making ARMS instead.
But that's
Yeah.
good because that means they're making nice.
Wait, ARMS was made by the Mario Kart developers?
that's
Yes,
why
it
they got
was.
Mario Kart 9.
That's right.
Arm is a good
Hey,
game.
get fucked, Mario Kart.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm just letting you guys talk. You guys are the Pokemon experts.
But
I noticed
wouldn't even call
you
myself a Pokemon expert.
You left out one thing though.
mhm.
They also announced Mystery Dungeon DX at the Direct.
Man, nobody cares about that, right?
But he's right
Which
because
is
they're
crazy.
bringing over another port instead of doing a brand new mystery dungeon. Even though most Pokemon fans'
Oh,
reception
when I go
of
to the
mystery
port
dungeon
topic-
is big.
Yeah, and it's not just a port; it's a full remake
It's
too.
a remake,
Yeah.
which is
It's a
crazy
remake of the
because
first
aren't
two,
people
right?
asking for a remake of Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be all for that.
But
That's
in
one
all
of 4
fairness,
generations.
it's just like-
In all fairness, though,
that is
the
one of 4
remake of
generations I
Omega
played.
Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was my favorite Pokemon game.
Yeah. So it's,
It was good.
So you don't
Fire on the-
whether or
yeah.
not
I guess there's certain standards at which you hit. Is like,
Yeah.
is this just a port, or is this an actual like
Yeah.
you're bringing new shit to it?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, it looks like what they're just doing is they're just because the original game was split into 2 games. It looks like they're just combining game.
Both of them into one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
I've never played.
So
like,
everyone agrees. They
Pokemon.
like it. Everyone thinks.
I like it. Yeah.
I
I think
it's
it's a
cool.
better
I mean,
I say they did a
practice.
lot.
I will get
I think
it.
it is better practice too because I mean, instead of bringing out a $60 game, they're just
Or a
$40
$40 like
$40, this is
re-release,
$30,
that kind of
hey, here's
shit.
the expansion.
And
Well, it'd be 60
it ultimately,
because
It would be 60.
and you ultimately have to pay $0 to begin with because you can get all the Pokemon for free anyway through trading. So
Yeah, but that's only if you know someone that has.
Good
you
luck
can
with
get
that
it through
one.
like Wonder Trade. Like just
Oh,
trade with
that's-
randoms
You're
online,
gonna
and you'll
take
just get shit.
You're assuming people are getting anything other than Dreepy on Wonder
Oh,
Trade.
Yeah, like
Actually,
You know
people
what
do send
that
us
is, bro.
some good Pokemon through that.
I know.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
I got
a shiny black level 100 Charizard, like a 6 IV level, whatever the fuck you guys
Bro,
talk about Charizard.
tell
Wow,
me-
I get
tell me
Dreepy
when
and
you-
I get Dreepy
tell
and
me you went and
Wingull.
played the lottery that day because
Damn.
that's some
People hate
amazing
you
ass
then.
shit, bro.
Yeah. All right. The next direct and this one,
Oh,
we're all pretty big Smash players in here. Most of us in here are
Uh-huh.
Smash players, and
the
Oh,
King of them is
I
right
have some
there,
things to
right
say.
there. Right
we
next to me.
they released a 5th DLC character, and you know it's funny because a lot of people are like were jokingly like, oh, what if it's Byleth from fucking Fire Emblem 3 Houses? What if that's the last character? And people are like, fuck that, they're not bringing out fucking 8th Fire Emblem character. There's no way they're gonna bring out the 5th an 8th Fire Emblem character. Guess what? Byleth was the 5th fighter
Yeah,
for the
they
first
did.
season's pass.
I'm disappointed but not surprised.
Oh, I knew Tyner would be mad about that. for sure.
So with that
I'm
being
not
said,
mad.
I actually want to hear the opinions
That's
of the
not what I
people
just-
Very big.
who weren't. I want to hear the opinions of the people who weren't happy with the
Okay.
selection, and that is Richard and Tyner.
Okay.
So I'll let you
Mhm.
guys two go first. Why weren't you
Why
guys?
don't you go first,
happy about
Richard?
No, I'll let you go first. We might echo. each
Okay.
other, so I'll let you-
Okay, so here's the thing. The Fighter's Pass was so. Okay. Okay. All right. You got that on your system?
I'm about to boot him. If he says Joker is trash.
No. Here's. All right. The Fighter's Pass 1 was so phenomenal from beginning till Byleth got announced or whatever. Like, it's been so good from Joker to Hero Banjo, Terry Bogard. Like, I never thought that any of these characters were going to be in this game before. Like, it was a banger. It's like phenomenal. Having one dud character doesn't really bother me that much. It doesn't surprise me that this happened.
Good though. What do you mean?
Guys, you know as well as I do that I want to say something about this, but we have to give Tyner and Richard their turn.
Yeah,
gotta chill right now.
Okay, so that at the very least, it's not another Marth clone. He's actually an original character. This is fine.
Female Byleth.
Assuming people are going to play the male avatar.
I know.
Yeah, seriously. Come on now. So that's my thing.
When she was soaring into the sky,
woman, right? That
so
plays
excited.
Smash.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know, having
what else, Tyner? What else?
Please continue.
having one middling character doesn't really ruin the fact that like this first Fighters Pass has been just amazingly fantastic. So I still say that Fighters Pass 1 was still very much worth my money. And, you know, this character doesn't seem awful. At least he's not another Marth clone. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
All right, Richard.
All right.
After you go, we'll all have our turn.
All right.
All right.
I'm just going to preface this by saying I am not a huge Fire Emblem fan. I played the prologue to Three Houses, and then I stopped.
Okay.
I'm not upset with the pick. You know, I'm not sending death dust to anyone. You know, I got a character I really wanted it with Joker, and I got a surprise character with Terry.
Yeah.
So I'm not upset. I just find the announcement place a little odd that's the last one they want to end on.
Right.
I think Terry should have been the last character.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do think
well,
Terry should have been last,
probably.
especially with how much content his pack comes with.
True.
Like 50
Yeah, for sure.
songs.
Yeah. A lot of attention to detail. You know.
Okay, Richard, are you finished? Because
Is that it?
And there was one more. Please.
And you better play Fire Emblem Three Houses, bitch.
I'm sorry.
It's on my list to play.
I'm sorry, TMS came out, so I had to take it out of the Switch.
But you better beat that thing. But yeah. Well, so whoever's pro Fire Emblem wants to go first? You know, I'll go first because let me go first.
I'll do it. He's so excited to say things about this.
So
Let me go
first,
first. I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. It's my second favorite Nintendo series. Out of the Nintendo series, obviously, you know the greatest series ever is The Legend of Zelda. So that's my favorite.
Oh, hang on. Can I add one more thing? That to remind me what I want to say.
Go ahead.
The one thing that kind of bothers me about it is that I don't think Fire Emblem should have more characters than Zelda. That's just me. Because Zelda's one of Nintendo's two premier guys.
You are right.
I 100% agree, Richard.
You are right. But I'll go into that.
All right, that was the last thing I wanted to.
Recognizable Zelda characters are there though? Be real.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll go into
I could list like tons of
Oh,
characters.
wait. In all fairness, hold on. We let you have your turn, Tyner. Let Prez talk.
So as a huge Fire Emblem fan, I love the pick. You know, did I want another third-party character? Leon from Resident Evil. I mean, but did I want another third-party character? Of course. But at the same time, I'm happy with the Byleth pick. You know, Three Houses was a fantastic game, and I think just how fast that game just blew up in popularity was probably the reason why they put Byleth in it.
Yeah.
But I agree with Richard in the sense of the placement of the characters was weird. Like, I think Byleth probably should have been like the first character for the second season's packs. The Fighters
That would have
Pass.
went over probably better. I think.
I think that would have been better. I also think they switched the characters up. Because I read a rumor somewhere that they like a lot of leakers like Sabi was for sure said it was Ryu Hayabusa. But along the line, when the months started going by and it wasn't announcing the character, that I guess her inside source was saying something like, "Oh, I think they're working on someone else now. They switched the characters up."
Oh, wait, can I say something that kind of backs that up a little bit?
What?
If you notice the gameplay, like when Sakurai showed off Hiro, Banjo, and Terry, behind him, he had full wall scrolls for those characters. For Byleth, he just had like regular ass posters held up with magnet. So I feel like this like the gameplay thing was kind of like a last minute thing he had to put together.
I think Nintendo
They probably always intended to put Byleth in, but maybe just not.
I think it was the intention, but I think with like I said, the huge success of Fire Emblem Three Houses, Nintendo was like maybe like, oh, switch up the characters. We need to capitalize on the huge popularity of Three Houses right now. That'll guarantee. You know what I mean? Like it'll sell more copies of Three Houses. I want to know who Violet is. And
shout out to the Warfare edition that's above me.
You know what I mean? So it's just like so. I think it's like a win-win. Both games sell more. So
yeah,
I think that's a great pick.
Also,
you know, I think
after the Smash Direct for Byleth, they revealed the expansion DLC for Fire Emblem Three Houses. So I think they revealed it
through
as
cross marketing hardcore
exactly.
there.
You know what
so
I mean?
I think along the way they switched it up because you gotta admit they were really quiet like the last couple of months who the last character was, and all the leakers got every character right except the last one. So I can guarantee you that something came along the line. Nintendo's like, you know what, Fire Emblem Three Houses is just booming in sales right now. It's fucking super popular, and let's put Byleth in now. Like get him out there now, and then we'll save Ryu or whoever the hell they had last in the first season's Fighters Pass as the first character. And that's just what I think. You know what I mean?
It also raised the question of why did they decide to do 6 more instead of 5 more? Because they knew Byleth was switched up and added in like midway through.
Another thing I can defend this theory is because you remember, I think it was Reggie and Sakurai. Reggie and Sakurai, when they announced the Fighters Pass, they said every single fighter will be new to the Smash series. Will be a new character from a new series.
That's what Reggie said when he was part of Nintendo.
Yeah, but that's also vague enough where you can interpret it in multiple ways. Yeah. You didn't say there were new franchises, there were new characters.
I thought they said it was new series. That's never been
represented. He said it's new characters from series that are underrepresented. Series that have not got that.
He didn't say unrepresented. He just said there were new characters new to the series.
Yeah, so
like it was very vague, so you can interpret it anyway.
Maybe that was true,
or no returning character.
Yeah,
but maybe that was true before.
All of us didn't think it was like non-Nintendo. Like, come on now.
I mean, because
maybe that was true before.
So everyone thought it was a third-party character. Even I did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Maybe that was true before the second Fighters Pass got revealed. You know. Maybe that was originally the case.
But I'm gonna finish off my opinion with this.
All right.
People are mad about there being 8 Fire Emblem characters. Should there be more Zelda characters? I think so. You know, honestly. But at the same time, I think what Fire Emblem has done as a series, from almost being in its grave before Awakening came out to how wildly successful it is now, deserves all the praise and all the recognition it's getting in Smash, Fire Emblem Heroes, Fire Emblem Warriors, everything. I think Fire Emblem has come a very long way, and now Nintendo finally realizes that Fire Emblem is actually one of our favorite, not newer, but like one of our
stable
franchises now that we can rely on. So,
it used to be not stable.
Hoes mad. You know what I mean? Fire Emblem characters, so be it, bro. Fire Emblem deserves all that recognition it's getting, especially from where it was before Awakening came out.
Yeah.
Okay, can I add something about the characters being? One more thing.
Yeah.
So if you remember when Sakurai was showing the stages, if you look at the background characters, they look very rough.
Yeah. Well, it's
compared to like Terry's character.
Well,
in all fairness,
2 months
that
beforehand.
Yeah, but Terry's was also recorded before.
No, but 1 month.
It was recorded in November. Yeah. And it also said that this is not going to be the final product. So the fact that people going in about her Nair, like being like pits and going through the enemies, and that's not final.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking like that. Like Terry had a lot more background character.
Bro, people were bagging. Bro, people were talking about the Nair being like the Nair only hits like the body. It doesn't hit.
Yeah, it says the hit detection was terrible.
See, I didn't know. I'm a casual fan. Smash. I didn't know.
Am I able to go now? Can I have my turn now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go. I think Press is going to explode if he doesn't get his turn. Go ahead, Press.
Okay, so
go ahead, Lewis.
So the biggest thing about it is I can understand placement, and I can even understand placement to the fact of Byleth could have even been something similar to what Piranha Plant was, an extra part of Season Pass 2. I get that. There was also the rumor that there was, I don't know, maybe too much leaking going on, or whatever decision they decided to make to release Byleth now. Because, Nintendo really wants to focus on hype of people not knowing what they're doing. You see that They're literally taking people to court over Pokemon leaks. So, Nintendo takes it very serious when it comes to leaks. So, if we are still getting Ryu Hayabusa, it's going to be later on in Final Pass 2. So, Nintendo is just like, stop leaking our shit or you're not going to get it. Because what everybody fails to remember, Sakurai develops the characters. Nintendo chooses the characters.
Well,
Sakurai does not get.
I'm pretty sure Sakurai does have a say too.
He has a say, but final say is Nintendo. He's even said that.
Well, I thought only this Fighters Pass was the case where it was Nintendo chose them, and, had a bunch of characters, and Sakurai had to choose them. So basically, all those characters that was on a board was Nintendo's choices, and then Sakurai had to pick which ones he wanted. Basically, which was Nintendo's choices in the end, basically.
My argument to that is we've always known Nintendo is use Smash to sell series. Smash in itself is an advertisement. The reason why Fire Emblem was able to even make it to America is because of Smash.
Marth and Melee.
Marth and Roy and Melee.
And you know what's funny? The US version of Melee wasn't even supposed to have Marth and Roy, but I guess Sakurai or Nintendo showed it to Nintendo of America, and they were fascinated by Marth and Roy. Who are these guys?
I've seen some who's
that Florida guy?
I was like, that's
they didn't even know their own characters, bro.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
So my thing is, the people getting mad about the placement, I understand. It could have been something to where it was an extra, just like Piranha Plant for, Season Pass 2. But the people mad about it, there was going to be Fire Emblem representation, period. Whether it was now or Fighters Pass 2, it was going to happen. Just like there's probably going to be another Mario rep, there's probably going to be another Pokemon rep.
I agree with Clueless because I think Nintendo did that because, people were leaking and shit.
But because the Fighters Pass was every character they leaked out was right.
You know how Terry got leaked, right?
Yeah.
It's an SANK character. Could you imagine if Violet got leaked, there was some Fire Emblem character? How much rage?
Almost nobody would have watched the direct.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
nobody would have watched.
So you guys agree with me? They did switch the characters up.
They did. I still think whatever.
100% they're gonna do any Pokemon for sure.
Dante, or whether it be Ryu Hayabusa, it will be an X Pass.
It makes no sense for the first 4 characters to be so different from third-party franchises from big third-party franchises, and just for the last one to be
Fire Emblem
violence.
So to extend upon that, like I said, Smash Brothers is an advertisement,
right,
for underrepresented or games that are in a dying culture. You know what I'm saying?
Earthbound.
I'm not even going to bring up Earthbound.
Everyone wants
I'm not even going to bring that up.
I was worried Tyner was going to go on for another hour, bro.
The fact that...
No, I've said my piece about Mother 3.
Like I said, Nintendo is choosing these characters. It's not an accident that the season pass or the biggest toll coming to 3 houses was announced right after Goliath was announced. People are pissed, but guess what? That gets attention paid to Fire Emblem. Sakurai said it himself. I hope that you're not going to be mad about this pick, but respect our decision.
True.
This is the marketing move. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm not mad
100% is.
That's why I think they switched the characters too, because they were like, Fire Emblem is fucking heat right now. Switch the characters up. They got
Player's Choice of the Year last year.
Switch the characters up right now while the Fire Emblem 3 Houses momentum is still hot. Get them out there now.
DLC's coming out soon. Let's get this character out.
If they were going to make money off of Blythe, it's now.
It's now, right? Yeah, no.
I understand why they did it, and there's more characters coming. That's why I'm mostly cool with it.
We got 6 more, guys. So,
more
if your
characters
character didn't come out,
then here's
6 more chances for Sora.
It's not just 6 more.
You know what's happening. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna happen.
The thing that people don't understand is that the only cap that there is upon it, how many characters can be put in the game, is what Nintendo or what Sakurai decides. There could be a whole Fighters Pass 3 if Fighters Pass 2 continues to sell. It's not just there's just 6. There's no reason to say that this is the end. we weren't even completely sure there would be a Fighters Pass 2. But that does not mean that there won't be a Fighters Pass 3. So
I don't think there will be a 3, but I think there'll be like maybe secret. You got 2 more guys,
Bro,
but
you gotta
also
understand, but they making
We'll see.
this season pass.
They
this
making
season pass to
$30,
December
bro.
2021.
They making
December
$30
2021.
per. They making $30 per unit.
that's not even. That's just for what they're paying for pass, because not everybody feels compelled to buy the entire
Yeah, like
season pass.
D-Rail has all the characters. He bought them all.
He bought them all
Individually?
singularly, which
Yeah.
is dumb to me.
Yeah,
But
that was
Wow.
That is that's
And then what about,
sorry,
He
Rail,
didn't,
that was pretty dumb, bro.
he didn't get the Rex costume though.
what
See,
about
but my thing is,
I tried to trend the Rex
the
costume, bro.
Season Pass 2, one of the things that does not make sense to me, because one of the incentives for Season Pass 1 was if you bought Season Pass 1
you got Piranha Plant,
and you connected your Nintendo account,
and you got Rex.
Piranha Plant.
You got Rex,
Yeah.
And you got the Rex outfit.
Yep.
Now, we're not getting another character. We're just getting an outfit.
Right.
But who says you're not getting another character?
Well, they
What
didn't.
was the
I
outfit?
could that you know
outfit
what?
was
James?
the
There could be an announcement that there could be a
Cuphead.
coming.
Cuphead outfit?
No,
no. As the
Cuphead-
bonus
Cuphead
for the volume.
Yeah,
2?
The bonus
No.
for Season Pass
Yeah,
1
it's
was
a Cuphead.
the Piranha Plant.
No,
No,
we're
what's the
talking about
bonus
Me
costume?
Too for 2.
No,
Oh,
that,
okay,
well, no,
It's for
that
the-
wasn't
it's
for the
the
fighter
it's
pass.
the
That was just if you bought the game 2 weeks ago,
pre-order the game.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
registered it with My Nintendo.
What's
Right.
the bonus? What's the bonus, right? What is it?
It's
It's the
Breath of the Wild.
ancient gear armor.
Yeah,
The
ancient
ancient armor from Breath of the Wild
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
sword fighter.
I will say I am happy Byleth got in over Rex. Fuck Rex.
Fuck.
Nobody likes Rex, dude.
Nobody.
I'm just saying, like, you cannot ignore the fact of the popularity and the boomingness that Fire Emblem 3 House has had.
Mhm.
You can argue the fact that it should have been done at a different time, but from a marketing standpoint, this was the absolute perfect.
It was.
time.
And I'm
It
gonna
was
call
really
out
good.
something right now.
Yeah.
The Fire Emblem development team puts way more effort to their games than fucking Pokemon does. I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah, did you play? Did
I'm
you
not
play
gonna
Three
agree
Houses?
with you.
How would you
No,
know?
no,
You
fucking
didn't
voice
even
acting.
play Three Houses.
Three Houses is a fan. Hey, baby
Yeah,
Trey, what's
I played more than you. I played the prologues.
Hey, the prince.
a handsome little fella right there, man.
You only played
Honestly,
the
Richard, the fact
Oh shit, we got
That's
1,000 subs,
hilarious.
bro, all of a sudden.
Oh shit, where she's
Go
growing up.
through Three
Oh
Houses.
shit.
I don't think that you can put a fair opinion on the fact that Fire Emblem doesn't. What
It's an important franchise now, bro.
it's an important it's a
It's
staple
important.
franchise now.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't know.
You hear me?
Like I
Yeah,
said,
Yeah,
this
we
is-
hear you, bro.
like I said, bro, this is my first Fire Emblem game. I've never played it. This shit is amazing, bro. I wish I would have started playing it sooner, bro.
Yeah.
Now I want to go back and play like Awakening and which one is
All
the one?
great games, dude.
Fates.
Fire
Fates
Emblem,
was good.
Fates,
I liked Fates.
Awakening, Fates.
Awakening,
I personally
Echoes, Shadows of Valencia.
Sacred Stone.
I'm gonna try this
Path
one.
of Radiance,
I'm gonna
Radiant
try
Radiant
this one.
Dawn. You know.
Bro,
Ooh, Radiant Dawn.
Hero is on the phone.
Wait. Okay, so this is another retro moment from me, but I'm actually considering.
Can we
Tiner's
ban this?
Tiner's
getting-
deleted now. Sorry guys.
So I'm actually considering going and buying reproduction cartridges of the Super Nintendo Fire Emblem games
That'd be. Do they
with the fan translations on them. Yeah, you can get those. Yeah, you can get
I might
those.
pick those up too. Actually, I'd love to have those
Dude,
in my
what?
Fire Emblem collection.
I was
Yeah.
like I said earlier.
thing.
I was actually I was looking at eBay and all capture 3DS
For the 3DS
For the
stuff.
3DS.
so I
Echo,
can
man.
do echoes.
Oh,
I would love
Echoes.
to do it.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
love
yeah.
to do
Oh,
a
bro,
blind playthrough.
Damn, bro, but what is the point of putting Minecraft Steve in Smash for sure?
Where
bro?
the fuck should you get this
No,
from?
I don't know.
So hold on. This has actually been a prevalent argument
Okay,
in the
for
Smash
sure,
community.
Can Smash from Undertale also be in Smash?
But
Okay,
my
can we
biggest-
ban him, please?
I don't.
For real, this
I
is-
personally don't think that Steve is a good option. But in defense of Minecraft, Minecraft did kind of
It is.
revolutionize gaming.
No, I
It is
think
huge.
Steve is going to be a good
Guilty pleasure.
costume
I like
in the
playing
same vein
Minecraft.
as Cuphead and Sans.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he'll be like a premium costume.
sure. Yeah, a costume.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah, it'd be a
I'm
costume.
not a fan of Minecraft
Yeah.
at all. But
I
it
like
definitely had a
Minecraft.
significant.
That's just me. I like building shit.
I mean, Nintendo would be smart to represent Minecraft because that's just more money for them.
Yeah.
Minecraft fans, like, oh, dude, Steve's in it. I'm gonna go buy Smash now. You know what I mean?
You know
People
what
are
be-
like that. So
You know what would be good is a Minecraft stage. That would actually be a
I could see
cool
a
concept.
stage.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
I'll
if they put in. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they put in a Minecraft costume instead of music, because that game has no music, they could put in a stage instead.
Yeah, I could deal with that.
But
I
okay,
could deal
we're
with
gonna
that.
get everyone else's opinions because
So-
we're running on.
My last preface on what I
go
want
ahead,
to say. Yeah, my last preface on what I want to say is
Yeah.
the Smash community is super entitled. If you're gonna be pissed off about that statement, be pissed off about it.
Yeah.
But don't be
But
toxic.
we've already had a lot of greatness, even to the base roster.
Yeah.
Of Smash.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
The fact
Yeah,
of how
absolutely.
it's gotten
Okay,
is just
for
amazing
sure,
as it
okay.
is. But
For
anything
sure,
we
for
get extra at this point should be appreciated.
It's a blessing, dog.
It's a
Straight up
blessing
blessing.
that we're still getting
It's
so much
extra.
I'm gonna say
to
the
the
elephant in the
Smash
room here.
roster.
If you're not
Extra.
happy with
What do
certain
y'all think about this?
in
What do y'all
the
think
game,
about this,
that's
right?
fine. You can be disappointed, but don't be
Smash Bros.
toxic and like death for us to
Smash Bros.
talk
has
like, come
an
on.
audience, right?
Yeah, Maximilian Dude's assessment of having Smash being a buffet is
Hold on,
extremely
Tyler.
accurate. It's just
Tyler,
so
hold on,
much
bro.
stuff, so much content, so much variety, and just a celebration of gaming. It's one of the best rosters in any fighting game ever.
That's true. I agree with that one
Yeah.
for sure.
It is the best roster in every fighting game ever.
You have
It is.
representation
I-
from everything from
Okay,
Okay,
JRPGs
look.
to racing games.
Hey, look, listen. Do y'all is Smash Bros. Audience like young kids? You think, or is it just like?
I think it's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
I think it's a mixture.
It's a mixture of people from 8 years old
It's a bunch
to
of
40
angry man
years old.
children.
It's
Yeah.
exactly.
That
years
is
old
true.
to 40
Factor in,
years
they
old.
don't know how
That
they
is
can
true.
deal with it.
Do
They
we
go from
really
people from
like
8 years
that?
old
The
to 30.
Minecraft audience plays.
So 40. You have people that are still into Melee that still love Ultimate, bro.
Yeah.
It goes straight until 40 years old.
I understand that.
Except for the online.
How much has Minecraft sold? Isn't it
A
like?
shit ton.
It's the
Oh,
top 10.
geez.
It's in top 10 of the decade,
All time.
last
Okay.
decade.
Number 10.
So
It's at
that's
number
what
10.
I'm saying. So if they put that Minecraft Steve dude in Smash, you don't think that'll increase the sales like
Yeah.
a million or
It
a month?
would. It would.
But
Yeah.
it won't be too big of an impact itself per se, because people
I
already.
don't know about that.
Even if they did just a costume, because you see how many people picked up Me Gunner just because it was Sans.
Have saying,
And
You're
now
gonna
Cuphead.
get like you're
And now
gonna
with
get
Cuphead,
like
too.
you're gonna get
Yeah.
hella people picking up Me Gunner now because of Cuphead.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
if they
even
were
Uncut
just to
Hero.
release Minecraft Steve as the Me sword fighter,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
they don't even have to put him in as a whole character. And
Yeah.
I have to respect the fact that Nintendo and Sakurai are really still showing love to these independent studios.
Indies,
You have
yeah.
Yeah.
you
Okay,
have
but Minecraft isn't independent though.
yeah,
Anymore.
Minecraft isn't independent.
Yeah, not
It started off
anymore,
independent
but-
though.
It did.
So-
It started out like
So
that,
like
then
the fact that you have two games where you have Undertale and Minecraft that started out with a very small development team.
But
get
yeah,
to
and
the point.
you also have Shovel Knight as an assist trophy,
Shovel Knight, exactly.
which I think we'll get
Hey,
a costume
another question,
soon
another
for that.
I'm sure a Shantae costume is on.
Another-
the way.
Shantae, yeah, maybe.
I
I
think
think
we'll
Shantae has a chance of being a full-on fighter. That's just me,
No.
though.
I don't know about that one.
I think she'll be a costume.
I think we'll also get a. I think we'll
Hey,
also get.
Yo, listen. My bad, because I'm in the chat too, and I'm talking. Do okay for show. Does Nintendo do these like okay? Did SNK put Terry in Smash, or is it just like?
Are you clapping?
Do these third-party companies pay them to put their characters in, or is it
I
just
mean,
a straight?
That's kind of a hard situation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're on the
I honestly
inside,
don't
you
know.
don't really know. You don't know whether it's Nintendo paying these companies for it or if it's the other way around. Because it
I
benefits
heard,
both
I
of
heard it's
them.
the other way around. I heard the companies are coming to Nintendo and be like, "Come on, hook us up, brother,
Yeah,
please."
'cause
But that's
Nintendo-
not necessarily true because remember what
Not
Sakurai
necessarily
said. Cloud was the hardest person to get back in all out of
Yeah,
all the
that's
base
true. He
old
almost didn't come
roster.
back.
Yeah.
Cloud
Didn't come
almost
back.
didn't come back because
Yeah.
they would probably Square Enix wasn't having it. It was like, no, we want more or whatever.
No, they
So-
want everyone. Their tagline can't be "Everyone is here except Cloud."
Except
Yeah.
Cloud.
Everyone's
So
here.
I don't think it's. I think it's like based on deal to deal. I think
Right.
sometimes some companies want the representation of Smash, which of course,
Terry.
Which is
yeah. But I also think
enough.
there are some companies that
representation in
go-
Smash, right? payment, like just putting my character in matches.
Because, dude, like the Joker thing, that was fucking huge, dude.
Yeah, that was big.
Nintendo capitalized on that, and that game's not even on the fucking Nintendo console, bro. And they knew people who Joker was, bro. I'm telling you, that was a brilliant fucking move, bro. You remember when I was in voice chat, bro, at the Game Awards?
Yeah, he fucking
I fucking lost it when I saw that.
Because look, an hour after that, 30 minutes after that, we got to play Ultimate.
Yeah.
Right after that was announced, we got to play
Guess
Ultimate.
what? You know what's funny? Persona 5 ended up being, I think, number 1 in Amazon, or number 2 or 3 on Amazon. When they announced it for
Smash Ultimate sells, bro.
Yes, dude. Persona 5 actually started selling copies.
And look at
want to know who it was.
And look at with Banjo.
Looking good,
Sakurai got the Xbox One trending in Japan.
I know. That's
and like 5 people own it there.
Damn, bro.
But my whole thing about Banjo coming into Japan is I thought their biggest movement was that there was going to be some Banjo to the Switch.
No, there ain't shit.
I honestly thought that was
would have been cool, but
yeah, it seemed like the whole Banjo was hype as hell, but it didn't seem like it really translated to advertising or selling like most of the other characters.
Yeah, that was just a fan pleaser.
Because your next character was Terry.
Yeah. And
Terry had SNK games, young kids had no idea about going into the eShop to buy these games.
And they went on sale after he went out. They went on sale for like
that's what I'm saying. Off. There was no I understand Banjo was all fan service, but there was no selling component to that at all.
I kind of think
he was just more of a legacy character.
Sakurai had that one thing of this is kind of weird to say, but please buy Banjo-Kazooie on Xbox.
Yeah. True. So I mean, I think let me ask you guys this now. Do you think it was the right idea for Nintendo to announce Joker first?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I think so.
Yes, because that enticed people to actually pay for the fighters.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they added Joker, who else are they gonna add?
If they started off with just Piranha Plant and Byleth, not many people would have.
Yeah, it would have been like,
that would have been
weak, that type of shit.
Because let's be honest, Smash's first Fighters Pass that they did for Smash 4. Your first fighter was
Mewtwo.
Lucas,
which is hard.
It was Mewtwo.
Your next one was Lucas. Your next one was Roy. You didn't get a new character until Ryu.
Right?
Until Ryu.
Yeah.
Ryu.
Well, Roy
hype was scared,
and Lucas came out at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. All 3 of them came out at the same time.
Do you know how much Smash 4 Wii U and the Fighters Pass would have sold if they started with Bayonetta or Cloud?
I voted for Bayonetta,
bro. Oh my god!
If they started with Bayonetta or Cloud, it would have sold extensively more.
Dude, Cloud was fucking hype as fuck too, bro. When they
announced
Cloud,
Cloud, bro. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Bro,
and then he came out with 2 songs.
I thought it was fake as fuck. I remember looking on Facebook, and because I didn't have a Twitter at the time, I remember looking at Facebook. Is like, Cloud is coming to Smash. I was like, this shit is not real.
Wait. You first discovered it on Facebook, Close?
I first discovered it on Facebook, and I was like, this shit is not real, bro.
What?
Because I was part of the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Facebook group that had like Zero in there. It had Mewtwo King. It had Anti. All the big players. It had like 50,000 or something like that in there.
Right.
So that was the first place I saw it. I was like, "There's no fucking way this is real, bro."
Yeah.
That shit was hype, though, man. That was super hype. Like, bro.
I was in Best Buy when that shit was announced.
Rest in peace, but bro, I was watching Etika's live stream
on
my phone when Cloud got reviewed.
Right.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Yeah.
That's the live stream. He was like,
"Oh!" He was like, Ninja said it couldn't happen.
They said it couldn't happen, bro.
I love that.
I have to bring
up which reaction was better, the reaction to Cloud or the reaction to Smash Ultimate.
Oh man.
No, but I think his best reaction was like when he saw like everyone coming in.
Everyone is here.
He was was like,
that's true.
he's like Snake, and he
Oh,
like
yeah,
Snake.
yeah. When Snake was revealed, bro, he's fucking.
Like,
And
bro,
then,
I
and
really
then
wish.
freaking Ridley, once he saw Ridley, that thing was like fucking destroyed. After he saw Ridley,
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah.
I know he
He
was-
destroyed his like his shelf and shit, bro.
Shelf, yeah.
Yeah.
like, the shelf was already bent. And we
Yeah,
saw Ridley, it was
yeah.
fucking
He
pieces.
wasn't streaming when Joker was announced. I think he took a long break because that was the time around the time his first incident happened.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
started losing it.
Mm.
But I guarantee you, bro, like if he was watching that thing live and he
Oh,
saw Joker,
bro.
I think he would have went fucking.
Yeah.
No, bro, because remember, he never played. He didn't start playing.
No, he did. He played it when it first came out.
Yeah, he played when
You
it came
remember that
out.
video, bro? He was
Bro,
listening
no,
to
he
Last
didn't.
Surprise.
No,
Yeah, he was like, "Oh shit, this shit sounds
shit,
good,
dude." He's like, I don't think I
Yeah.
can play this on stream, guys, because the music is just too good for this.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah.
play this on my own.
Yeah,
You know.
he played it.
Yeah, I gotta bring him up again though. Maximilian
Maximilian
Dude's
Dude had a great.
Maximilian
had a great one,
Dude's
too.
reaction to
Yeah.
Cloud
Yeah,
in
that
Smash
was
was fucking
That was a
legendary.
great one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Next
he was like Smash Brothers is like the fuck.
How is this real?
Smash Bros. is
How
the
the
best game
fuck is this
ever.
possible?
Smash Bros.
No,
is
the best part of his reaction is that when he was watching the Final Fantasy Explorers
Yeah.
trailer, he was like, "Oh, Cloud's in this. That's weird. He's in a Nintendo game."
Yeah, yeah. He added that in. Yeah.
So we are coming up on the 2.5 hour mark.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
We have went through our discussions. We've had our fun. I myself are gonna give my closing outro because I have work in 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. For sure.
But
Okay.
shout outs
Someone
to
that can find
everybody.
that, bro.
Shout outs to everybody in the DC. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you
You
if you
remember
tuned
the
in.
podcast,
Thank you so much.
You're a
Um,
permanent member, bro. You already know.
I appreciate you, Prez. Thank you so much, bro.
But
So,
tell them where they can find you. At,
you can find me on Twitch at Clueless the Best. Like I said, I stream a lot of Smash, Rocket League. I'm about to start doing some RPGs here soon. Probably Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Hey.
Nice.
Find me on Twitter under the same name, Clueless the Best. Yeah, come through, come have fun, song requests, all that. Thank you so much for having me. I love the shit out of the DC. I am proud to be an OG member. And I hope y'all have a blessed night.
Hey,
You have a good
you
night,
too,
alright, bro?
Yeah.
You too, Clueless.
Have a good
We're
night.
super happy to have you here, Clueless. Thank you so much, man.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Bye, Clueless.
Bye. Have a good one, you guys.
Hey, you too,
All right.
bro.
Peace out, bro.
Thank
Hey,
Peace out.
make sure you bring Trey back.
All right, bro. I got you.
Facts, bro.
We can get 2,000 subs.
Yeah, get some clicks.
Facts.
2000
Give some of
subs,
the baby
Baby
clicks.
Trey comes back.
Could we just replace William with Trey?
Oh, that'd be so much better.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
guys, you know, we've been
Before I
almost
get
going it up.
replaced, can we get rid of Tyner first and then hook me up with that?
Oh,
Okay,
dude,
do you
what the
guys,
fuck?
the guys who haven't said anything about Byleth, do you guys want to get something out real quick before we close out, or are you guys
Pretty much
Good.
said everything.
I
that we need to say.
just
think
want to
Violet
say that
is top tier.
people
I
can
think it's gonna
be
be top tier.
disappointed.
Top tier, top tier.
Yeah,
He
Violet
looks a
is
little,
fine.
he looks a
I have
little
no
slow,
problem with
man. But
Violet.
okay.
But I'm just gonna say
We'll
that
see.
Violet,
I'm
like,
definitely gonna try a Violet for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Come on next week. Come on next week, right?
The
Yeah,
28th.
it's
So I
20
think 2 weeks from now.
Oh, 2 weeks. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I can't wait.
Next Tuesday.
She also Falcon Punch. She's gonna be top tier.
Yeah, but anyone, William, go ahead. See what you gotta say.
I was just gonna let people know, like, you could be disappointed that like your character's not in the game, but it really comes down to the way you present your thoughts and opinion. And the reason why people are saying that you're not being grateful is the way you're acting about it and going to like to the developers. They're saying like, "Oh, this is the worst thing ever." And it's like, think about it. If you're like super excited about like 4 out of the 5 characters, that's still a good fucking
Good fighter staff.
selection of
agree.
characters. Like,
Yep.
not everyone can be happy with your
The
choice.
Smash community is just as bad as the Pokemon community, bro.
Yeah,
they look
yeah.
absolutely disgusting, bro. When they are not Byleth announced 60,000 dislikes, bro.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
okay, the dislikes don't really matter.
Really, 60,000? Come on,
My
guys. I didn't
issue-
like Violet being announced either, but that's ridiculous. Come on,
Okay,
guys.
disliking is not bad. The problem is going on social media and like tagging Sakurai, tagging Nintendo, tagging
Threatening
like,
Fire
never
Emblem
know.
fans.
Oh,
They're
like-
people.
yeah.
Oh my
being,
god.
like, hella disrespectful. If the motherfuckers want a Fire Emblem character in there, be my guest, and that's fine. You can be disappointed, but
That's
be
not cool.
respectful. Address your viewpoint to the way of saying, okay, this is not really cool. I'm not a big fan of that. But you know what? I got these characters, and overall the season pass is still an 8 out of 10, essentially, because you got like 4 out of 5 correct, essentially. Like, come on.
And I'm not gonna-
there's a
Kids,
way-
don't do
there's
that
the
shit.
best way to be representing your opinions, whether or not it's positive or negative. So that's what people need to learn, is to present your viewpoints in a respectful way. That's my issue with this whole entire topic to begin with. I'm not even excited about characters. We have 70 plus characters. I'd rather have Nintendo focus on like the modes or more like better stages for like casual play. I don't know.
Dude, this character that George is fighting, bro, it's just fucking zooming, bro.
Oh yeah, he's fucking.
He's
hard.
like
the lingering look.
He's fucking hard.
And I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna name anyone in particular, but if you have a character who's one of the five, who's one you've wanted for a long time, and that happens to be a shitty bear, you have no right to complain that you wasted your money.
Oh my god.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, dude. Come on now.
Richard, I dare you to call out this person right now. You won't do it.
We already said his name is JoJo Fan 87.
JoJo Fan.
Okay, so
He's unfortunately one of our good friends
Yeah.
in our IRL, bro. So
Unfortunately, I introduced him to you, so he's your curse now.
And to be fair, Richard's a curse himself. Look at how
You brought me upon these hopefully normal
I was
people.
fucking weird. That motherfucker's times 20 mode.
But all right, guys, we're gonna do outros. Quick announcement, actually. I don't know how much people are still viewing. Next week Sunday, we'll be giving away a code for Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Hey.
If there's any new viewers in the in the chat right now, how we'll be giving it away? We're gonna do it a little different. You have to join our Discord. You join our Discord, be active, come kick it with us, and we'll be dropping the code in there. You know, I know a lot of people like to follow us on Twitter and and sub to our channels. And as soon as you get the giveaway, you unsub and stuff like that. Just join our Discord. Sub to our channel. Follow our Twitter and come hang with us, man. And then next Sunday after episode 3, we'll drop the code in the chat, the Discord chat. And whoever gets it wins a copy of Tokyo Mirage Sessions digital code. So definitely come by, join our Discord, have some fun. We're all good people. We can roast a lot, but
Mixed feelings on that one.
Well, with that being said, we'll go through the outros. Richard, tell them where they can find you at since your Twitter name's finally normal.
Okay. First of all, the other one was completely normal.
Okay.
I actually don't even remember what I changed it to.
Lil Zoro?
Oh, yeah. Well, my Twitter is Little Zura, and I think I put an underscore at the end because the other one was taken without it. I don't stream right now, but I'm going to be starting up a Twitch channel where I'm just going to play a bunch of shitty games. Probably shitty Sonic games.
Right.
I know.
That's the only ticket for George to hate your bitch ass.
Is there a way I can dislike the stream on Twitch?
No. There's a way to not host them at all and just not even click on their fucking
No,
video.
I'll check it out.
I might make my first game Sonic and the Whack Knight.
Ooh.
That might actually be better.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Did
My
Brett
phone
leave?
freaked out for a second.
Yeah, mine did.
I think mine did too.
Yeah, mine did.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
Still
are
have-
disconnected?
It's still at the
shit.
overlay for
Oh,
some reason.
Is everyone good now?
Yeah,
We're good.
I can.
I'm good.
I never got disconnected.
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, DJ.
A bunch of us got disconnected, but we'll continue with the outros. Tyner, tell them where they can find you at, man.
Oof.
All right. So you can find me on YouTube at MadNES. If you search for me on YouTube, it's just MAD space NES. That should be the first channel that pops up. Again, I do retro gaming collecting content. I also stream every Friday. I might start doing a little bit more streams on the weekend. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not yet, but definitely every Friday. I myself also have a giveaway too. If you guys want to check out my videos, there should be one called Road to 100 Subscribers Giveaway. If you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and leave a like, you'll be entered to win a PS3, PS4, Xbox One, or Nintendo Switch game of the gamers of the winner's choosing.
Oh, damn, that was a console.
No, not a console. It's a game with the winner's choosing. And I will be announcing that when I hit 100 subscribers. I am 30 away currently. I just got a few more subscribers last night, actually.
Definitely show him some love. He's got an awesome
Is that
collection.
Riku, George?
No.
Lingering will.
It's an optional.
Yeah, definitely give Matt NES a follow. He's got a great collection of games if you're into pickup videos and picks up videos and stuff like that.
Pick up
Definitely
videos.
show him some love.
I do like game showcases and rankings too of games, and I got a bunch of stuff coming up on the channel that's really cool. But yeah, enter that contest. We're gonna be closing that up pretty soon as I hit 100 subscribers.
Awesome.
And yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter at the 8BitMadNES as well.
All right, nice. William, tell them where they can find you at, man.
I was hoping you saved me for last, but I'll take it. Hello, everybody. I'm WeenGamer55. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at WeenGamer. It's pretty much my YouTube name, but without the numbers. Yeah, I might be live streaming tonight or freaking Monday. I haven't decided yet, so stay tuned to find out if I'm in the mood for that kind of crap.
Yeah, if you guys are Switch bitches and you guys love Nintendo games, definitely give William a follow. He plays nothing but Nintendo.
Bitches, welcome.
So welcome. I know you guys love that Switch shit. So I mean, definitely give him a follow. I'm just kidding.
I feel like a more accurate statement to that is I only stream Nintendo games, but I do tend to play other stuff.
Like how you supposed to stream Call of Duty yesterday, but you didn't. Well, I mean, okay. All right, Itaki, tell them where they can find you at.
Sure. I'm on Twitter. It's just Itaki Teacher. Spelled I. The word talk and I, then teacher, with nothing else. I was able to get it before anyone else stole it, which is funny because it's a website where we teach at, and I don't know the first when I took it. But anyway, I'm not a YouTuber or a Twitch person, so you can hit me up on there, and I'm in the Discord a lot too. Yeah, I didn't talk about Smash a lot because I don't play that much.
He's a boomer, so I mean, he's one of those guys,
I think the only time you played was when it came out, right, Taki? Like,
I play with my friends, right? Like it's always been a party game for us.
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, we just play it like my two roommates and I will play it here and there. It's never like anything more than that.
Oh shit, we gotta go, bro. He got his cat.
All right, all right. Hey, brother Triforce. Hey, where can find you at, bro? Tell them where they can find you at.
Hey, bro, y'all can find me. It's like no. Hopefully y'all didn't hear me say that.
We did.
Hey, I've been streaming, bro. I be streaming now, bro. Even though it's only trash ass Call of Duty. Follow me at Twitch, bro. It's my Twitch right here. What's up? Hey, that bitch back.
Trash.
Hey, bro, chill. Chill on Futaba, bro. That's great.
Hey, it's better than Makoto.
Hey, bro, don't go there.
Bro. Makoto's trash, bro.
Don't go there.
Can we get an F in the chat from Makoto, please?
You've angered Elton now.
All right, bro. Yeah, definitely give Triforce a follow.
I just started streaming, bro.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
stream
more stuff, man. I'm looking into buying a PC right now.
We all
I can stream more Nintendo stuff.
Yeah. The link to Jay's Twitch is in the description if you want to check him out.
Yeah. If you guys want to find us, yeah, everything's in there. Yeah. The link in the description. I have a Twitter and stuff like that. But last but not least, the man with the sexy hair and beautiful beard, Mr. George.
What are you talking about? I win already.
Not you, bro. You're ugly. But I mean, tell them where they can find you at, bro.
The Asian Mexican daddy himself.
You can find me at Twitter, twitter.com/GeorgeAlamio1, all lowercase letters. I also stream here on YouTube. My YouTube name is Alamio Productions. You can tell by the gameplay right there. That's my gameplay. I usually stream like story heavy games. I recently streamed Tokyo Mirage Sessions, fantastic game.
Go check it out, bro. That stream was
check
crazy.
out his Danganronpa V3 game, his streams too. Those are fucking absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's like
don't know who George is.
20 parts.
20
bro.
parts.
Like 3 hours each part, bro. Like
great. All hours live for all 20, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely fantastic. You Danganronpa fan, it was absolutely fantastic.
Those streams probably would have been shorter if we wasn't talking through the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I was talking to the chat. I that's what I do. Also, it's not just me playing. I interact with the chat a lot as well. You know, if you got anything
definitely
funny to
a great interactor. Definitely a good.
I still think this guy should stream the Phoenix Wright games, but that's just me.
I did. If you want to check those out, I streamed a few episodes of that.
I think he should just stream shirtless.
Shirtless. I don't know about that.
How many subs do we have to get to, George?
I gotta make
before I do my outro, but
and bring back Pedro too.
He. We'll talk about that later on voice chat.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But
yeah.
Uh-oh.
But just check me out there, and I hope you guys subscribe.
Yep. Definitely check them out. Check out everyone on here. Before I do my outro,
sorry for William.
Well, his dog passed away, guys. So I mean,
oh
that's why
no,
we brought up the dog. He just
Sorry,
passed away.
sorry for William's
oh,
Yeah, so.
That's what I was laughing at.
Sorry
before I do my outro, I just want to say thank you to all the viewers, whoever's still in here. I can't see it because I'm on my phone. I'm looking into
thank you so
getting a
much
PC.
for coming, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking to get into a PC. I want to start streaming too. You know, at first I just wanted to be the host and the guy who just supported these guys, but the more and more I've seen guys like Cluis and William and George and Triforce J and Debo and Tyner, just get back into streaming. I want to do it myself, and my goal is to stream Resident Evil 3 Remake when it comes out, so that'll be definitely a goal to start streaming that. That'll be like my first stream. Also, we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways, man. If you guys show us support and love and follow us and join our Discord, we got some good games when we give it away. We're gonna be giving away Tokyo Mirage Sessions next week.
There's some rules though. You gotta be over 18. You can't live with your mama.
Yep.
Your mama
follow us individually too, because some of us are doing other giveaways too.
Yeah, follow everyone's Twitters. Show us the love. Follow our podcast Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be giving them some good games. Next week is Tokyo Mirage Sessions. In April, I'm gonna be giving away a copy of Resident Evil 3 Remake digital code. So if you guys want that,
nobody wants that.
I mean, you can go fuck yourself, then. We'll be giving away. I know CG said a lot of us were thinking about Final Fantasy VII Remake. We'll be giving away some of that stuff too. But like I said, we're not gonna be just giving away stuff every weekend. It's just if you guys show us support and we get to a certain count of subscribers, we'll definitely be hooking you guys up. And like I said,
for sure.
Random giveaways in the Discord sometimes too.
I do. We do give away random giveaways in the Discord. We gave away Resident Evil 2 last year to a lucky winner. I think Fire Blast won that. TG won. I gave away a Pokemon sword. You know what I mean? I gave it away to someone in the court. TG won that. He won the Pokemon sword code. Yep. We give away stuff, man. So definitely, join our Discord, show us some love, and we'll definitely, take care of y'all in there. Also, my name's Alton, or Prez. Everyone likes to call me. If you want to follow me, my Twitter is in the description in the video. I don't want to say it out loud because it's sports stuff and people don't like sports. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Thank you for the love. See you guys next week with some more topics.
All
right. See you guys. Bye.
That being said, peace out.
Hey, fuck Trump and
Bye.
Hey, that's a good hat right there, bro. That's a good hat right there.
fuck Trump and fuck them kids.